What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court 9, live from Jam Arena. Tonight's championship game day is between the Cyclones and Chargers. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team and number 2 seed Cyclones. From Miami, Florida, number 8 Jaden. From Brooklyn, New York, number 4 Bradley. From Guernica in the Basque Country, number 43 Unda. From Vitoria in the Basque Country, number 31, Jairo. From From Marquina in the Basque Country, number 69, Iñaki. And the captain from Saint-Jean-de-Luz, France, number 17, Manu. And now, the home team, the Chargers. From San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 75, Aggie. From Quezon City in the Philippines, number 11, Robin. From Marquina in the Basque Country, number 16, Julian. From Vitoria in the Basque Country, number 44, Amiga Reina. From Noain in the Basque Country, number 91, Iturbide. And the captain from San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 54, Zulaika. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin Battle Court 9. And with the introductions aside, well, I'd like to welcome everybody to the finale of this Spring 26 season, Stu. That means we're at Battle Court 9. 6 teams entered this year with hopes of hoisting the championship trophy, and now we are down to just 2. It's the top-seeded Chargers looking to win the franchise's 3rd title, tying the most in league history. And Stu, they're taking on the number 2-seeded Cyclones, looking to do something that no other team in Battle Court has been able to do, and that is repeat as champions. Andrew Bleckman here alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's championship. You heard the 2 teams. We got Division 3 doubles to get us started, and let's see the 2 teams. It's Inaki and Unda for the Cyclones, and Zulaika and Julin representing the Chargers. This is a best-of-7 game day, as were the playoffs. The first team to win 4 matches will win the championship, and if we are tied 3-3 after all 6 doubles ranks have played, it will be a 1-set tiebreaker deciding the championship, and that is chosen by the higher-seeded team, the Chargers, and we'll get to that later if necessary.
Here's the backhand by Iñaki. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Unda from the 9 line to the inside. Zulaika winds up. Costalo to the inside. Caught in the air by Unda. A powerful forehand stopped by Julin. Rebote coming way out. Forehand Rebote to the inside. Taken on the bounce by Julin. Rebote forehand saved by Unda. Unda, backhand from the 7. Here's Julin from the 9. High and hard at the front wall. Rebote comes out. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Zulaika, powerful forehand on the Rebote. Caught and returned by Unda. Light touch by Inaki, still coming out. Low to the inside, Inaki picks it up. Placement inside, read by Julin. Ball tipped at the 9 line. First point goes to Zulaika and Julin of the Chargers.
Well, you see a well-played first point, and these two teams have been very even in the regular season. You know, Inaki and Unda finished with an 8-3 record, top record in this division. Zuleika and Julian just 5-6. But the two matches they played in the regular season, both of them went to 3 sets. 4 of the 6 sets that they played, Stu, went to 5-5. So expect a close one here, well contested. Zuleika was the MVP of his game day in the playoffs. Inaki the MVP for his team. It's going to be a good one.
Low runner to the inside, taken on the bounce by Julian. Unda, backhand from the 8 to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand, all the way back. Iñaki. Robote to the inside. Julian takes it in the air. Robote forehand by Zuleika, crossing the wall at the 9 line. Iñaki on the Robote. Zuleika reaches up. Winds up, Kosti inside, scoop by Unda. Here's the Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played on the forehand of Iñaki. Julian into position at the 8 line. Unda calling for the ball, big right side. Caught by Julian deep in the backcourt. Julian again, powerfully from the left side. Robote to the forehand of Inaki. Julian. Right side to the inside. Unda puts it to the costado of Zuleika. What a scoop by Unda to keep the point alive. Robote. Left side by Zuleika. Taken on the bounce. Low hard forehand. Scooped well by Julian. Robote coming out, narrowly missing Julian. Julian, difficult catch on the right side. Robote forehand by Zuleika over the top. Robote saved by Unda. Julian moves in. That ball is tipped at the 8 line. 2 points for Zuleika and Julian of the Chargers.
Well, in these Division III matches, you tend to see a lot of the top-ranked front quarters and then some lower-ranked back quarters than you see in the Division I teams. So really what it comes down to is consistency in the backcourt. And these two, Unda and Julian, are going to be the X factor. So far, Julian off to a great start. Unda has missed 2 balls. So you see the 2 points up there for the Chargers. Now he's got to deal with Zuleika's powerful serve.
Unda to the outside to make the catch. Robote left side by Zuleika. Cuts to the inside. Unda's there. Over the top. Julian makes a stop at the 8 line. Iñaki, difficult catch on the left side. Julian now on the backhand. Wall to wall and out to the Robote. Robote forehand, wall to wall by Iñaki. Zuleika on the run. Keeps it low. That Karam is out. 3rd point for Zuleika and Julian of the Chargers. Zuleika serves.
Well, you know, you always say when the opponent is trapped inside, you want to throw a shot because there's space, but sometimes those throws under pressure are the hardest to execute. Everyone knows where it's going. He's got 1 shot at it. He's got to get it off quickly. He doesn't want Zuleika to make that catch in the air. Pushes it a little closer to the boundary, and it sails just wide. And that has been a pretty consistent miss with the Karam, too. The last month of the year, we've seen many more hitting the wood than we really ever saw before.
Powerful serve by Zuleika. Low runner. Real low runner. Goes right by Julian on the inside and scores. That's a point for the Cyclones. Inaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
You got to test Julian on the bounce, and you also got to get it to his left side.
And that crossed the wall literally. I mean, Unda.
Look at this one. Lines it up.
Low runner, Bahanaso, it, comes to the inside. It just crossed the wall exactly where he was standing. So much that made that difficult.
Yeah, Julian on the year averaging about 92%. He's 90 on the left side, 94 on the right side. So Unda, very smart. He knows that, keeps it along the wall, forcing Julian to use that left. That's where they like to see him.
Julian powerfully from the right side. Iñaki hooked the Robote. 4 points for Zulaika and Julian of the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
Yeah, Inaki just didn't really have good eyes on that rebote as it was coming out. I mean, came in a little bit deep in the basket and just tried to hook it. You see how much that ball was opening up even off the back wall.
Inaki picks that serve. The drop shot will score at the side wall. 2 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves. I gotta tell you, Zulaika really threw. The serve was coming in hot. Inaki makes that catch, picking up off the floor.
Fearless this year, and most of his damage has come from the left side picking the serve, but there gets it floating right along the side wall. It's not moving too fast, but it's crossing, and it's just perfectly placed. 16 drop shot kills for Inaki this year, ranked 5th on the roster, and he's got a great 2-wall also, which forces Julian to come up and Zulaika to get out to the net.
Julian from the outside, powerfully on the right side, caught by Unda. Unda fires one over the top. Julian reaching up with a hop, makes the catch. Unda. Big right side, straight to the back, stopped, and a beautiful catch by Julian. Iñaki. To the 7-line, Julian's there, low and hard. Crossing, almost crossing. Inaki stopped it. Robote to the inside. Zulaika's there. Back to the inside. Unda. Great catch. My goodness, what a hard throw. Low and inside. Robote forehand. Did not have the distance. A 3rd point for Iñaki and Unda, the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks, because there's a little more life to this ball and a little more bounce, we've seen players electing to play more and more rebotes. The one thing is it's still not 100%. I mean, you're going to get some wonky bounces off the back wall. That time, Julian, you saw a late lunge back trying to make a defensive save. It was because it kind of died as it hit the back wall.
And there have been a few that ball's always coming fast in Jai-Alai, of course, but there have been a few where I've had a difficult time keeping my eye on the ball. Julian will take that on the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. Iñaki, rebote. Ball tipped at the side wall. 4-4 is the score. Iñaki serves.
Well, again, really good placement there on the rebote. It's right along the side wall. Zulaika's reaching back forward. It's just not an easy play, not one you're going to make 100% of the time. Take another look. It's a defensive save here, but he puts it up high and floats it in a perfect position. I mean, Zulaika's moving up on that ball because he wants to attack. He's been very aggressive the last few weeks. That's really the only example we've seen where maybe it just kind of backfired a little bit.
Well, you want to get it before it crosses the wall if you can, and it just happens in the blink of an eye, literally. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Chargers were off to some start, and then all of a sudden, with focus, Cyclones come back well. Here's a catch by Julian. Mid-wall placement. It's a beautiful catch by Unda. A bullet from the left side of Unda. Rebote forehand. Kicks up, and Unda's there. Unda over the top. Zulaika, what a catch. Costello inside. Unda alone for the rebote. Takes off, hits too high. That's out of play. 5 points for Zulaika and Julian, possible set point.
Yeah, and look, Unda goes down to the ground. He doesn't want to lay something up for Zulaika to then attack and throw a kill shot, so he goes and gives it a little extra power. But this one, really not ever having a chance of staying in. And you see it, and gives it a little extra, but that's almost above that pad. 5 points here. Chargers looking to close out this first set.
Powerful serve by Zulaika, catch and whoa, what a catch by Julian. He caught that in the air. Iñaki's there. Backhand. This one caught by Julian. Forehand. Passes. Rebote coming out. Iñaki for the rebote. High and inside. Julian on the backhand. Unda from the 8. Powerfully on the left side. Rebote forehand fired by Zulaika. Rebote. Wow, what a rebote by Unda, coming all the way back out to the two-line court. Tata rebote, and Unda had it. Caught by Julian on the return. That was some play by Unda.
Oh, what an insane catch.
Hard to the inside off the rebote. Julian puts it on the left side of Unda. With a hop. Zulaika makes the catch. Unda passes on, scooping it. There's the backhand. Low to the back wall. Iñaki makes the save. Zulaika makes the catch. Costalo inside. Unda on the rebote. Point. And a hard-fought set for Zulaika, and Julian winning the first set, 6-4.
So it's the Chargers that take the first set of the night here at Battle Court 9.
That ball is just, I mean.
That thing is, it's moving out there, Stu. Wow.
It is. I mean, I've never been more thankful for the glass.
A lot to be thankful for on this championship night, and certainly for us.
Oh, my goodness. The Jam Arena 2026, a successful move, a successful first season, successful announcing, successful production. I mean, what is...
Did you think we'd get here, Stu?
To move this operation this distance, just phenomenal.
Yeah, it really has a team effort. And look, the teams out there on the court, a lot at stake for them. We mentioned at the beginning, you know, Chargers going for their franchise's third championship, which would tie the most in Battle Court history. The Cyclones are looking to accomplish that feat as well, but on their minds foremost is the back-to-back. No team has ever won back-to-back championships, and the Cyclones are looking to be the first team to accomplish such a feat.
This is one of those situations, speaking earlier, that really was, you know, smiling at Scott and saying, of course we'll do it. And then, like, you know, going down the elevator saying, it's never going to work. That'll never work. What are you talking?
Well, here on this championship night, the format will feature all 6 doubles teams. Remember, 6 divisions of doubles here in Battle Court, starting here with Division 3. And then coming up next, we've got Division 2 doubles. That's Jairo and Manu against Iturbide and Amigarena, followed by Division 5. That's Jeden and Unda against Egi and Julian. Then Division 4, Jairo and Bradley against Iturbide and Robin. Now, match 5, if needed, will be Division 1 doubles. That's Inaki and Manu against Zulaika and Amigarena. And match 6, if needed, will be Division 6 doubles between Jeden and Bradley and Egi and Robin. Now, in the event, we are tied 3-3 after those 6 matches. The Chargers, being the higher seeded of the 2 teams in the regular season, get to choose which team they want to play a 1-set tiebreaker. And they elected to put out Zulaika and Amigarena, #1 team, against the Cyclones' #1 team, Inaki and Manu. So if we need it, and we're tied 3-3, it'll be a 1-set Division 1 tiebreaker to decide the Battle Court Championship.
Andrew, thank you for clarifying that, for me specifically. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Iñaki has the serve.
Just want to prepare. It could be, you know, it could be here for a while, so it could be a long night, exciting night of highlight action. So don't go anywhere, folks. Match
Andrew knows that I have a habit of wandering unless I'm pointing in the right direction. There's a serve. Our second set begins with a fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Wasn't a ton of offensive action in that first set. It kind of mimicked,
throwing.
Yeah, very hard throwing.
To the inside.
This is like what we typically see, or what you've alluded to in previous championships in highlight. When you get to these matches with everything and prize money, players throw harder. They're maybe not as aggressive as we see them in the regular season.
Ball missed at the 8-line. First point of the second set goes to Zulaika and Julian. Zulaika serves. One thing I've noticed since I began announcing, and even beforehand, those old NAJFs all those years ago in highlight, with so much money on the line. Again here with a ton of money and honors on the line, you just go to throwing it hard, keeping it in bounds. If the shot's there, take it. But you see fewer shots. Outside placement stopped by Unda. Unda with the light touch. Read by Julian. Julian stops it hard to the inside and scores on the return. 2 points for Zuleika and Julian. Zuleika serve.
Tell you what, Julian has had a fantastic start to this match. I mean, just a miss or two, but here, great defensive effort. Unda cuts off the swing here. He's going for a soft cortada, but Julian's on the move, gets up to it, controls it beautifully, and then scores a winner to the inside. Unda just a little out of position there.
Cortada from the backcourt, stopped on the forehand of Julian. Backhand by Iñaki. It's dangerous out there. I mean, it's always dangerous, but it's like really dangerous. Julian forehand at the 8 line, up the middle, caught by Unda, carom by Unda, will score. Quite the carom. It's a point for Iñaki and Unda. The Cyclones, Iñaki serves. Kaboom.
Providing some, I mean, he's providing some great offense from the backcourt. I think he was second most kills of any backcourter in battle court, up there with 16 this season. So, you know, he's always a threat to throw a carom. He sometimes plays a little too aggressively, but here, down a couple points, they need offense. And Unda's willing to fire from the back.
Julian moves up on the ball, makes the catch. Hard throw from the forehand, caught by Iñaki in the air. Low to the back wall, low rebote. Save before the second bounce. Here's Unda on the catch. Big right side flying in. Oh. What a scoop by Julian. That's one of those where you just stick your chest out and hope it's there.
What a catch.
Zuleika, backhand, low and hard to the inside. Unda, a little too hard, a little too high. That's out of play. 3 points for Zuleika and Julian. Of the Chargers, Zuleika serves.
You made a great point earlier this week when we were talking on Nasty Nate's podcast about the Cyclones and their style of highlight. They're not the most offensive team, so how do they respond when they're down? I mean, how do they put points up on the board right now? Searching for some answers. I mean, this is a team that loves to just grind you out catch you, engage in these long rallies, and they're built for it with Manu, Iñaki, Jairo, Unda, with that core four, their top 4 players. Well, they have to start throwing some shots. I mean, that's when this team has lost a few, but Iñaki's certainly capable. That's not going to help.
That's an ace serve from the forehand of Zuleika. Zuleika and Julian have 4 points in the serve.
But on the flip side, for the Chargers, Zuleika's just kicked it into another gear. This playoff Zuleika, we've seen it in previous seasons. Remember back in season 3 when the Chargers won the championship, nobody had them pegged to make a run. They did it there, did it in season 6, and now looking forward in season 9.
Iñaki picks the serve. Costello 2-wall will score. Beautifully executed by Iñaki of the Cyclones. 2 points for Iñaki and Unda. Wow.
I mean, that's been his best offense today in the service box. Picks one, shoots the 2-wall right away, and just beats Zuleika to the net.
And I'll tell you how well he threw it, because, you know, you're throwing a coastie, and Zuleika's coming up the court with that right side. If you don't throw it just perfectly, you put that in his cesta at the 2.5, 3 line, he's going to hurt you with it. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Iñaki definitely going for it on each of these first serves. I mean, you got the second serve, go for it.
I want to keep it away from Zuleika at all costs, too. Cross the wall, get it deep in the box, but don't let number 54 get his hands on it. Hey, that's over, boy.
Double fault, loss of point. 5 points for Zuleika and Julian here in the second set. Possible match point.
Yeah, it's been kind of an epidemic the last couple weeks here. There's been a ton of double faults and really untimely for the Cyclones there. Puts the Chargers within a point, putting one on the board early.
Catch by Unda. Low and hard by Unda. Caught by Julian on the left side. Here's the backhand. Unda fires another one. Low and hard, and Zuleika's there. Zuleika low and hard. Caught by Unda. Zuleika, what a catch. Snaps the Costado inside. Unda snaps the Costalo inside. Julian to the inside. Inaki takes it in the air. Beautiful catch by Julian at the 10 line. Unda forehand at the 9 over the top. Rifles this one. Rabote coming out. Rabote forehand. Cut by Unda. Low runner. Oh my, what a scoop by Julian. Powerful backhand by Unda. Crossing. Rabote. Rabote forehand save. Coming up quick on Unda. He made the catch. Powerful backhand by Julian. Wall to wall. Rabote forehand. Zulaika calls for the forehand. Rabote fires it low and hard. Unda for the Rabote save. He makes the play. Here's Zulaika. Cortada. What a save by Unda. Rabote forehand save now by Julian. Unda's there. Kaboom. And that one will score. My, oh my. 3 points for Iñaki and Unda of the Cyclones. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll throw Julian a bone here because he definitely did skip on him. You see this Cortada, felt like that could have ended the match, but great effort here by Unda.
Tremendous.
Gets the Rabote up and then gets it over Zulaika's head. Here's the one. It just skips on him. Yeah, I mean, we have a great view of that. Julian is playing fantastic. Doesn't need to worry. Shake it off. Move on to the next point. Chargers still have 3 opportunities to win it if they need. And this is an important match that could really flip the game day. I mean, this is a Cyclones team that went 8-3. They have a better record. Probably felt like they were going to win this one. This could flip the day in the Chargers' favor.
Julian powerfully from the forehand. That came in on Unda. Unda scores again. Bahanaso to the inside, 4 points. For Iñaki and Unda, still possible match point for the Chargers.
And again, there just haven't been many opportunities to test that left side of Julian, but the low runner has been probably the most effective shot of the day for the Cyclones. Keep going, do it if they can. That one was right on the side wall, too.
Well, as we know, Unda practices every day.
Yeah.
He's placing it perfectly off the backhand.
Right
Low
here.
inside with tremendous power.
Damn, and that is narrowly above the pad. I mean, he's close.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And now you're thinking, look, Inaki's already double faulted his last time up there. Got to get the serve in. Don't want Zulaika to pick it.
You know, Zulaika's looking for any opportunity to take the serve if he can.
He is itching to get this one if he can, but let's see where it crosses.
Zulaika picks the serve, the 2-all, lands in and scores. Point, set, and match to Zulaika and Julian of the Chargers, winning the first match in straight sets. 6-4, 6-4.
And a big win for the Chargers to get their night started. They take a 1-0 lead. Take a look at this one. Zulaika in the box, picks the second serve, 2-wall. Oh, just inside the line, scoring for the win. Chargers take a 1-0 lead. They're in Battle Court 9. Up next, Division II doubles, Jairo and Manu against Iturbide and Amigarena.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Check out that game day score reflecting the win by the Chargers. First one of the night. First team to win 4 matches will win Battle Court 9. Top 2 seeds battling it out tonight. Just about ready to get our second match started here. You see some practice ongoing, but we're going to get over to Zulaika and Julian in the cage. They are ready to go. Let's send it over to our winners of match number 1. Congratulations, guys, Zulaika and Julian, getting the night started for the Chargers. Julian, I mean, you've played great, and this team has played so well in both playoff matches. I mean, what is it about this duo that has just seemed to click at the right time?
Yes, I think we started a little bit cold and slow because we never played together before. And I think it was hard at the beginning for the both of us. But we could see that by the end of the season that our communication got better and our game got better too.
Awesome, guys. Very well played. Good luck in your next matches tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's finals are about more than a championship. They're also about community impact. Through the World Jai-Alai League's charitable partner program, participating organizations will earn donations at the conclusion of tonight's match. The Cyclones are proudly playing on behalf of the Spain-U.S. Chamber of Commerce, while the Chargers are competing for the Baila con Micho Dance School. At the end of tonight's finals, the winning team will earn a $40,000 donation for its partner organization, while the runner-up charity will receive $10,000. Let's hear it for these incredible organizations and the impact they're making in our community. Always an important part of these Friday nights as well as to the charitable component, and you heard it. I mean, big bucks on the line as well, not just for the play. I mean, yeah, 50,000, 40 to the winner, 10 going to the losing team's charity as well. So not going home empty-handed tonight. Division II doubles ready to get us started here. Jairo and Manu against Iturbide and Amigarena. Cyclones won both matchups in the regular season, both won in straight sets as well. However, those matches were pretty close. 3 of the 4 sets went 5-5. Remember, Cyclones won all those decisive points. Chargers lead this game day 1-0. Match 2 about to start right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo with that ritualistic serve. You know he's not going to miss anything, especially on championship night. Here's the serve by Jairo. Cortada serve stopped by Amigarena. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point goes to Iturbide and Amigarena of the Chargers. Iturbide has the serve.
Yeah, I mean, you could watch a whole lot of highlight, and you might never see that. Manu second this year in catch rate, 97.4%. Nicholas, the only one higher.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And on top of that, he's thrown 2,067 balls this year from the backcourt. Second most as well. I mean, that's
a lot of throws.
Yeah, that's a lot of miles.
Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Scoop by Amigarena. Robote right up the middle. Jairo's there. From the forehand, Amigarena keeps it on the left side. Backhand to the inside. Manu, 9-line. Powerful backhand caught in the air by Iturbide. Manu again. Manu will take this one on the bounce. Backhand from the 9. Back to the corner. Amigarena's there. Robote comes on a high bounce. Jairo cuts it off at the left side. Placement inside. Oh, caught before the second bounce by Amigarena. Here's the Robote. Robote by Jairo. Forehand Robote by Iturbide. Taken on the bounce by Manu in the backcourt. Iturbide. Robote for the bounce. Manu. Forehand Robote. Open wrist. Snagged by Iturbide. The 2-all caught the pad. The pad is bad. We're tied up. 1-1. Jairo serves.
More of a fortunate miss if you're the Cyclones. Iturbide Basque Country's most wanted this year. I mean, #1 in terms of kills, Stu. I mean, you're not going to get much better than that. Up over 94 kills this year, and he does it with the 2-wall and the drop shot, so he establishes the net, and he also can drop it inside. And you
Look
can
at
see
that
right
graphic.
there,
My
46
goodness.
2-wall kills, that's first. 27 drop shot kills, that's also first place. That's like a pitcher having a great fastball and also just a devastating off-speed pitch.
And kudos to our production team. That was
How good does that
magnificent.
look?
That's
Shout out Andres.
fantastic.
Wow.
Here's the backhand by Migarena. Manu's there. Manu powerfully from the left side. To the corner, out to the rebote. Here's the backhand. To the inside. Migarena takes it in the air at the 9 line. Manu from the 10 line. Backhand along the wall. Manu midcourt. Backhand. Rebote. Costello by Iturbide. Here's Manu. Manu forehand. Migarena's there. Here's Jairo. Left side to the inside. At the sidewall, Migarena makes the catch. Manu in the corner, not able to complete the play. That is a second point for Iturbide and Migarena. Iturbide serves.
Well, backcourt play is of the utmost importance in these high-level matches, and Migarena has been just as solid as you can hope for. Third-ranked player to this Chargers team. He plays in Division I in the backcourt and Division II, and he's been a workhorse this year and also top 5 in catch rate. Not all too bad.
Rebote, left side, caught by Jairo. The return, played low and hard by Migarena. Jairo's there. Jairo to the inside. Migarena in the corner, backhand from the 10. Migarena back to the inside. Manu takes it in the air. Low, hard backhand, caught in the front court by Jairo. Along the wall it goes. Difficult rebote save by Iturbide. Fake carom, inside placement, stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide didn't fall for it. I don't think I did. Did you? Nah, Jairo didn't saw it. Rebote coming out.
Right on the
Rebote just missed at the side wall. Excellent placement of the ball by Jairo off the rebote. 2-2. Jairo serves.
Well,
He made up for it.
Really good placement here. I mean, you see the ball hit off the back wall. The rebound is the rebote. But then as Iturbide tries to play it, it's right on the side wall too. Late cross changes up the timing and where the ball is. It's just a very difficult save in the end, one that he couldn't get up.
Powerful first serve by Jairo. Jairo keeps it low and hard off the backhand. Migarena to the inside. Manu's there. And Migarena from the 10 line. That's a phenomenal catch by Manu. Rotate forehand by Iturbide. Iturbide, Rebote looking for the big bounce. Manu stops it on the right side.
Another tough one. Yeah.
Good effort by Iturbide. Ball came into the cesta, did not make it to the front wall. That is a third point for the Cyclones. Jairo and Manu. Jairo serves.
We talk about all the physical tools with Manu and his ability to catch the ball in the backcourt, but also the throwing too. His offense is as good as you're going to see from any backcourt, and it's not a shot. It's just where the rebote's crossing the side wall, how close it is to the side wall. I mean, that's 2 in a row that have been impossible for Iturbide, who has one of the most reliable rebotes on the roster.
Iturbide picks the serve, throws the Costello 2-all, that scores. We're all tied up, 3-3. Iturbide serves for the Chargers. Man, that was nice.
Yeah, well,
That was just pretty.
that Costello is as good as you're going to see out there. Steps in front of it, picks the serve, and no hesitation there. Into the 2-wall, opens it up, beats Howard to the net easily. Well, very well done.
by Manu. Low runner. Caught in the air by Iturbide. Way overhead. Manu makes the catch. Powerful throw to the inside. In the corner. Coming out fast. And scoring a 4th point for Jairo. And Manu. Jairo serves. Iturbide is just getting eaten up. But look, the balls are coming off the back wall and going straight to the side wall, not coming off of it. Doesn't have any play on it.
No, there's really not much he could do. I mean, he's trying to make these saves. That one came up on him quick. The other two were into the side wall. That's how close they were. I mean, unlike any other backcourter, Manu really has the ability to take over the match. And, I mean, he's doing it here despite 2 early misses.
Powerful, powerful serve by Jairo. Caught and returned by Miguelina. Manu plays the rebote. Caught in the air by Iturbide. Cortada by Iturbide. Caught and returned by Manu. This one's coming all the way out. No home run. The 2-all lands out. That's a 5th point for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Even off the rebote, you can't ever be too worried about what Iturbide is going to do here. And look, it's just a phenomenal catch by Manu, but look, you always have to be careful here. He blasts this one, feeds a rebote. It's a perfect 2-all. He's in rhythm, just about an inch wide.
Miguelina advances, makes a great catch down low. Here's Manu. Backhand from the 8 line, hard along the wall. Miguelina's there. Manu on the catch, backhand from the 7 line. To the inside it goes, Miguelina. Rebote, dropping, saved by Jairo. He plays it high to the backcourt. Miguelina stops it in the air. Manu now from the 7 line. Backhand blast caught by Miguelina. Rebote coming out. Jairo, eyes on the rebote, lays up a save. Miguelina outside placement lands out of play. Point and set for Jairo and Manu, winning it 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, play our next set.
So Jairo and Manu winning both matches in straight sets in the regular season, and off to a good start here, 6-3 over Iturbide and Miguelina in set number 1.
I totally understand Miguelina. I mean, the outside was wide open and ripe for a shot. Just a lot of pressure on championship night.
Yeah, I mean, again, to your point, it's more about the process than the result. I mean, on a night like tonight, it is about the results. Good idea there. The space was wide open. Again, down a couple points. You're trying to get back in the set quickly. You don't fault them all too much, but and look, just the offense that had been there at the beginning of the season for the Chargers is just kind of left them. You know, Iturbide's just been a little less consistent. He had a 2-all, threw in the pad. The next opportunity a little bit wide, so just not as sharp as we've seen for most of the year. But these two, Jairo and Manu, you remember last year, season 8, they were the all-stars in Division II doubles. They felt like they were unbeatable. Man, they got off to a really slow start this year. They were just 1-5 through their first 6 matches. They've won 3 of their last 4. They didn't play in the playoff number 1, and this is a team that's coming into this one in really good form. And with these 2 veterans, never an easy matchup.
Something we were talking about earlier in the week was the benefit that the Cyclones have with veterans on their team. Of course, as I'm saying, veteran Cyclones, they have Zulaika and Miguelina. A lot of highlight experience there.
Yeah, and if you remember back to the draft, there was one really interesting choice. There was the Ubia and Miguelina were both available there in round 3. The Renegades let Miguelina go. They potentially could have saved him. The Chargers have picked him up, and man, better off for it. He's been on a tear. You look at his numbers, and what stands out to me too is You look at the rank. I mean, Manu is a 1. Nicholas is a 1. They catch it above 97%. Well, Amigarena is in that same group, and he is a 3rd-ranked player. So you talk about value to a team playing behind 2 incredible front quarters in Iturbide and Zuleika. I mean, he may have just been the missing puzzle piece of this team. And I mean, you can see they got the #1 seed. Both of these top teams have played very well, but looking to battle back in this one after dropping the first set.
Here's a serve by Iturbide. Our second set has begun. Low bullet coming into the backcourt. Amigarena makes the play. Robote dropping. Saved on the forehand of Jairo. Amigarena makes the catch. Backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Amigarena now from the 9 line. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Jairo. Fine forehand Robote. Coming out on a high bounce. Iturbide puts it inside. Manu takes it in the air. Robote. Robote forehand by Jairo. Sends it back again. Amigarena. Low and hard. Scoop by Manu. Robote comes to the inside. Jairo fires it off the right side. Iturbide. Hard throw to the inside. Forehand save attempt by Manu goes wide. First point of the second set for the Chargers. Iturbide and Amigarena.
And even for the highest level of backcourters, I mean, getting that ball on the floor, keeping it low, those are going to be the more challenging catches, even for Manu. Good job there by the Chargers. Inside, just barely touched the floor at Manu's feet. Couldn't make the scoop.
Manu, backhand. Excellent catch on the inside by Amigarena. Robote up the middle.
Big bounce.
Beautiful Robote thrown by Jairo to get the bounce in the backcourt that scores. We're tied up at 1-1. Jairo has a serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah,
that was a next level brilliant play by Jairo. You see, it's not just swinging it. It's not just throwing it to the backcourt. It's throwing it high, having it bounce high in the backcourt.
And Amigarena committed. You saw him backing up, so when he does that, I mean, he's got to go up for the catch. If he makes it, great, but it was too late to maybe save a Robote.
Powerful serve by Jairo, stopped by Amigarena. Manu with a powerful, powerful backhand. Jairo on the catch. Right side, to the corner, out to the Robote. Iturbide's there. Jairo from right side, low and hard. Caught by Amigarena. Lost his footing, lost the ball. 2 points for Jairo. And Manu with the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
Yeah, and another match early on that's been a lot of unforced errors and a lot of rallying. You know, it is a championship day. Obviously, emotions are high. Most pressure these guys have experienced all season long. And look, that just is not something that we've seen. It's coming off the wall. Amigarena frustrated, talking to himself afterwards, too. That was a sure thing in the regular season, but just a miss tonight.
Powerful serve by Jairo, stopped by Amigarena. Here's Jairo at the 7. Backhand. Caught by Amigarena. Amigarena powerfully from the 9. Amigarena deep in the backcourt, makes the catch. This ball is caught by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side, passing the backcourter out to the Robote. Forehand Robote by Iturbide. Manu blasts this backhand. Amigarena cross court to keep it on his left side. Manu again. Backhand blast. Robote on the wall. Saved by Iturbide.
Oy.
Manu calls for this one. Sends it back. Robote on the wall again. Iturbide's there. Manu with the low runner. Iturbide. Beautiful catch at the 7 line. Robote coming up the middle. Jairo's there. Catch by Amigarena. Robote left side, outside placement. But the Costello scores for Manu. A 3rd point for Jairo and Manu in the second set. Jairo serves. That was just beautiful.
Boy, and with Manu's shots, I mean, they're just killer, too. I mean, you're in a long rally, and you're like, he's going to throw a filo rebote from the 9 line, and that's how we're going to lose this one after just great play, catching over and over.
You saw the ball in that area. You saw a bunch of green bottom court. Saw no players. Perfect shot.
Yeah. And he's that precise. I mean, he felt it, and that was perfectly executed.
Low hard backhand caught well by Jairo. Jairo blasts this backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Meant to pass. It does. Rebote left side by Miguelina. Up the wall. Stopped by Manu. Manu with a really powerful backhand. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Wall to wall from the right side. Coming out. He puts it low. Manu with the backhand. Rebote on the bounce. Played by Iturbide. Manu saves the rebote. Iturbide picks it in the air. 2-all. Fired. Stopped by Jairo. Cortada by Jairo will score. A 4th point for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
Yeah, well, look, this is a Chargers team that relies on throwing winners. I mean, they got over 36% of their points this year off of winning throws, mostly from Iturbide, and tonight haven't gotten one yet. Great defense by Jairo, and when you get it to his right side, good luck. He's got one of the highest forehand rates. His cortada is one of the most devastating kill shots. He's got a great serve, everything from the right side. Synonymous with Jairo.
Here's the backhand by Miguelina. Caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo pumps that left side. Rebote dropping. Outside placement. Well done by Iturbide. Cortada goes off the top of a Miguelina cesta. That's a 5th point for Jairo and Manu of the Cyclones, giving them possible match point.
And the crazier part of it all is 4 points scored for the Chargers. 3 of them have come on drops from Manu, which you really can't expect. I mean, this has been a dominant performance. Iturbide has been on his heels the whole way, running around the entire court. He's maybe gotten 2 or 3 good opportunities and hasn't scored on any of them. I mean, that's the difference. 5-1 and a chance to tie up this championship game day.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. That was low and hard, but missed the box. Jairo again, starting the whole process over. Look, it works for him.
I love it. You know, it's like a free throw routine. Do the same thing every time. Reset the mind. Focus on the task at hand and just get that serve in.
Miguelina on the catch. Here's the backhand. Manu, beautiful catch at the 10 line. Manu will make that catch on the forehand. Powerful forehand, wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Iturbide sends it inside. Difficult catch made by Manu. Manu blasts this backhand and Miguelina stops it on the right side. Manu looking for the rebote. Plays it for the big bounce. Stop by Miguelina. Here's Manu from the 8 line. High and hard, passing wall to wall, coming all the way out. Iturbide fires it low and hard. That is a scoop by Manu. A rifled backhand to the inside. Miguelina makes a beautiful save. Jairo winding up. Miguelina has it in the air. Manu, what a catch on the right side. Picada, big bounce, cut off in the air by Iturbide. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Miguelina takes it in the air. Manu advances. Such a powerful backhand is stopped by Miguelina. Miguelina goes wall to wall. Outside placement of the forehand rebote is out. That's a 2nd point for Iturbide and Miguelina of the Chargers. Still possible match point for Jairo Manu of the Cyclones.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up a couple of points, you just don't need it, and you'd hate to just start a run for the opponent. I mean, Chargers haven't been able to get anything going. Last thing you want to do is help them generate a run.
Iturbide back in place to make a great catch. Hard to the inside. Jairo saves it. Robote. Robote left side by Migarena. Big bounce. Stopped on the forehand of Manu. Robote. Robote forehand. Back. Moves to the outside where it scores. Point, set, and match. A straight set victory for Jairo and Manu, winning at 6-3, 6-2.
A commanding win there by the Cyclones to tie this championship back up 1-1 as we head over to Division 5 doubles next. That's Jeden and Unda against Egi and Julen. Now let's check out some of the replays from match number 2, Division 2 doubles right here. Cortada to the inside. Look at Manu. See that ball rolling around, but does not lose contact with the base of the basket. Inside placement right there, in, but then just falling out of the cesta at the last moment. Manu here, look at this Robote. Straight outside Iturbide. You see his first step was in.
Yeah.
Not expecting that at all.
Great shot. Big salute from Jairo.
Yeah. And then there's the 2-wall. Yeah. I mean, that 2-wall's open. I mean, it's barely opening up to the wood. And, you know, Iturbide, he's just proven that he's thrown the 2-wall differently. At the start of the season, that one not opening, and then Migarena couldn't recover there on the inside. The Cyclones 6-3, 6-2 tie this one up. And you see there, those are our season standings. The Chargers finishing up in first place, the Cyclones in second. Always fun when you get the top 2 teams up here to decide the championship. In Division 5 up next, you see them getting some warm-up throws in. Jeden out there for the first time, and Egi as well. And they've got 2 backcourters already with a match under their belts.
Yep.
Cyclones this season, in the 12 doubles matches played against the Chargers, they went 8-4. They swept Divisions 1 and Division 2. Remember, these teams played twice throughout the regular season, so the first time these teams played, the Chargers were 3-3. The second time, in the rematch, Stu, well, the Chargers went just 1-5. Didn't seem to matter all too much because the stats were similar in that Renegades matchup. We'll see tonight. Cyclones get the win. Jairo and Manu tied it up, and they're over in the cage, ready to go after that one. Congratulations, guys, Jairo and Manu. Boy, you guys have been on such a great run in the last part of this season, and then a confident win, 6-3, 6-2. How are you able to get it done again against this team in straight sets?
Well, we knew that if we do our game, I mean, we are a very tough couple. So, I mean, the last part of the season we adjust our play, and it worked.
Yeah, guys, well, it was a huge win. Game day tied up. We'll see what happens here in the next match. Good luck the rest of the game day for you.
Thank you, guys.
It's Division 5. Jeden and Unda will take on Egi and Julen. Jeden and Unda 4-7 this year, including a loss in the playoffs just last week. Egi and Julen 6-5 this year, and Egi and Julen won their playoff matchup. Back in straight sets. The winner of this team will take a 2-1 lead in the game day. Remember, 1st to 4 will win the championship. Jeden ready to serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Jeden and Unda representing the Cyclones going up against Egi and Julen for the Chargers. Jeden has the serve. Jeden serves. And we begin this match with an underserve. First fault, second serve must be good. Second serve is good. Here's Julen. Low and hard. Unda's there. Powerful forehand. Robote. Rotate left side, splitter. Caught by Unda. Karam by Unda will score. First point of this match, Cyclones, Jedden and Unda.
Now, this is going to be maybe the most important matchup of the night. Jedden against Eggy up there in the front court. They're playing here in Division 5. They also match up in Division 6. Eggy has been one of the best players in Division 6 up in the front court. Jedden's going to have a very difficult matchup. He's just got to handle it.
Julian on the catch, powerful forehand. Robote, Jedden to the inside. Good move by Jedden. Excellent move by Julian. Karam by Julian will score. The backcourt, Karam ties it up, 1-1.
And what you see here in this division, you got 4th-ranked backcourters and 6th-ranked front quarters. So Julian and Unda both are going to be aggressive. I mean, if there's an opportunity to throw a shot, if you have one of those players on an island, you're going to test him. There's a Karam from the backcourt, one of Julian's specialties, and just gets it to open up.
Unda on the catch, powerful backhand follows. Julian takes it in the air. Julian powerfully, Robote coming out. Jedden eyes on the Robote at the side wall. That's a nice save. Julian on the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Robote for Jedden. Jedden, fine Robote, taken on the bounce by Julian. Ball goes off the tip of Unda Sesta. 2 points for Eggy and Julian of the Chargers. Eggy serves.
Yeah, Unda's moving up. He's trying to get that ball in the air, but sometimes you're going to leave yourself with more of an awkward bounce. That time kicking up to his right side. Came up on him quick. Kicked up a little higher than he would have liked, and that's the 2nd point up for the Chargers.
Eggy's serve is good. Here's the low backhand. What a catch by Eggy. Eggy launches this backhand. Robote coming out. Jedden makes the play. Julian, catch at the 9 line. Low and hard. Good read by Unda. Robote coming all the way out. Eggy on the Robote. This one coming all the way out as well. Jedden for the Robote. Low and inside. Good read by Julian. He passes. Unda. Robote inside on the wall will score. 2-2. Jedden serves.
You see a lot more Robotes coming from the backcourt, and then now Julian a little out of position. He's up a little further than he would normally play, say, in the Division 3 match with Zuleika. Look at the Robote. Comes up at his feet, kicks up. Very difficult play to his right side, to his left side. One-handed catch, not made.
Fault. Second serve must be good.
Look, Eggy has been extremely aggressive in the service box, so always have to factor that in on the second serve.
Julian moves in, has the catch on the right side. Wall to wall on the right side of Julian. Unda way up in the front court. That's a great catch by Julian. Unda looks for the Robote, makes the save. Eggy reaches out with the right side. Powerful throw, caught by Unda. Karam by Unda lands in and scores. A 3rd point for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Second Karam from Unda. Here's Eggy, aggressive play, but just gives it right to Unda on his right side. Then he's a little out of position. Tries to recover. He's got tremendous foot speed. I mean, if anyone can get out to it, it's Eggy. Just sneaks by and beats him inside. Lead back to the Cyclones, 3-2.
Julian on the backhand, off the serve. Unda, wall to wall from the left side. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Eggy. Jedden's there. Jedden powerfully from the left side, wall to wall. Eggy, forehand Robote, hard throw to the inside. Unda makes the play. Eggy stops it in the air. Sells the 2-wall. Jedden gets back in there and makes the save. Here's Julian. Karam by Julian. Split placement. Stopped by Unda. He saved it on the slide. Cortado to the inside. What a catch and return by Unda. Julian stays in the front court. Light touch. Unda moves up. Karam stopped by Eggy. Eggy passing and scoring. What a point played by all 4 players. Eggy ties it up. for the Chargers. 3-3. He serves.
Well, if you wonder why people love Unda, just put the tape on this one and diving save here. Gets up as quick as he can.
Yeah, whatever he has to do to get to the ball.
Great catch, but as we've said, Egi has proven that he can catch better than a lot of these guys in the division. Great ability to stop the ball on both sides and then fires a winner right back at Unda. I mean, yes, you can play aggressively, but there is a counter to that. You're going to leave some open space. Egi finds it.
Unda on the catch. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Egi eyes on the rebote. Left side rebote to the forehand of Unda. Cortada by Unda, stopped by Julian. Julian powerfully from the backhand, dropping it low on the back wall. Unda makes the save. Wall to wall with the rebote. Rebote save. Jed moves in, has it on the right side. Running drop shot. Will score. 4 points for Jed. And Unda of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
Well, that is Jedden's shot, Stu. I mean, we've talked about it this year. Little running drop shot. Doesn't show you he's going to throw it to the last second. Contact with the sidewall kills a bunch of the speed there, and that is perfectly done. Now, Jedden this season only 19 kills, which is about middle of the pack on the roster. But if he does damage, most of it's going to come with the drop shot, scoring 6 of those.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Jewel makes the catch on the forehand. Powerful right side. Rebote coming out. Jedden eyes on the rebote. Forehand rebote goes wall to wall. Egi. Rebote left side. That kicks. Passes Unda. Rebote forehand up and away. Escapa. 4-4 is the score. Egi serves.
And look, Unda throws it hard. I mean, he's swinging full power on that rebote, and it's all about timings. The ball just came in and out of the basket. Unforced error makes it 4-4.
Powerful serve by Egi, stopped by Unda. Julian on the catch, backhand from the 9. Right to the corner, out to the rebote, Jedden. Sends that rebote, that hit the overhead screen. That's a 5th point for Egi. And Julian of the Chargers, possible set point.
Well, Egi, you know, not a normal 6. You don't just want to lay up the rebote and let him catch an attack and throw a shot. Jedden trying to get a little extra power on it, maybe into the backcourt, and ends up giving it away. Great run here by the Chargers, and now they can close out set 1.
Unda moves up, makes a difficult catch, fires one. Egi going in to try to make that save. We are at 5-5. This is set point.
Julian telling me, just got to talk here. I mean, Egi's a little out of position. Look at Unda running up on this serve before it crosses, not only to make the catch easier, but to keep it on his right side. Then he can blast one at Julian's feet. Not a lot of talking there, and Egi comes diving in to make a save. That's a low percentage one. 5-5.
Julian makes the catch off a fine serve by Jedden. Rebote coming out to the inside. Jedden, powerful forehand rebote. Rebote saved by Julian. It's in the air. Unda goes back, takes it on the bounce. Powerful forehand. Oh, what a catch by Julian. He passes. Unda on the rebote. Well thrown. Good concentration. Better catch by Julian. Rebote for Jedden. Jedden on the rebote. That's out. Point and set to Egi and Julian of the Chargers. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player to second set.
Well, Egi and Julian take set number 1 here. Already in our 3rd match this championship game day. And some good discussion there, trying to talk through some of the mistakes in set number 1. But in the end, the Chargers were able to close it out. All that matters, 6-5. Again, another series in the regular season that was very competitive between these two teams. The Chargers won the first matchup 6-5, 6-5, and then the Cyclones came back in the rematch and won 6-2, 6-2. So, look, it's been very even. We've seen close sets, so 5-5 there in set number one. Not too unexpected. Boy, and how about, no, I was going to say, Stu, how about the way that Eggy has played this season? I mean, for a player in his first year in Battle Court, I mean, you really can't ask for much more. Eggy finished 6th in total kills. I mean, 38 two-wall kills. He's second on the roster in that, 4th in terms of drop shots. And then you see his kill rate. So simply the amount of times he throws a shot, how many times does it score? Well, over 50% of the time. That's first on the roster. He throws a bunch of costados, and oh yeah, he can also cut you up on the serve too if he needs. So just kind of the full package there for Eggy and what has been an amazing first season, and the sky's the limit for this young player.
18 years old, and just no one was sure what to expect. But
Yeah,
man, he delivered for these Chargers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after the first game day he played, people were looking around. It's like, well, this guy may be a little bit better than a 6. But on the flip side of that, I mean, we've seen before where players get drafted and you say the opposite. Like, oh, they're definitely not. They shouldn't be that high. So, look, the Chargers took a risk. I mean, we didn't know what Eggy was going to be. They had no clue he would be this consistent, this reliable, and really this dynamic of a playmaker up in the front court. He's playing over 50% of the balls in this group. He's playing close to 60 in Division 6 alongside Robin. Just preposterous numbers for a player in year one. I got the first set. See if they can close out this match and give their team a 2-1 lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Jedden has a serve for the Cyclones. Here's the backhand by Julian. Stays to the inside. Unda's there. Powerful backhand. Eggy, eyes on the rebote, sends it back. Big bounce, stopped by Unda. Eggy, fine catch. Here's a big backhand. Rebote coming to the inside. Jedden's on it. Eggy makes the catch. Outside placement, scoop by Jedden. Oh, what a stop of the cortada by Eggy. Karam by Julian. Scoop again by Jedden. Jedden puts this one higher. Rebote saved by Julian. Unda on the catch. Drop shot. Will score. First point of the second set. Hard fought. Going to Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones.
Yeah, it wasn't about the droppiness of the drop shot, but the placement here. It is perfectly between the Chargers and right on that side wall. I mean, Eggy's reaching with one hand. Julian's moving up. Again, there's not a lot of communication. And, boy, that's not high-lie, but it's way up there on the kick. Must be nice to be 18 still.
Yes, healthy knees. Fine serve. Good catch by Julian. Rebote. Jedden on the rebote. Sends it wall-to-wall from the right side. Eggy. Rebote. That took off and hit the overhead screen. 2 points for Jedden and Unda. Jedden serves.
Yeah, he wanted that rebote badly. Threw it hard, but just lacking a bit of control.
You can feel Jedden's breath on the back of his neck. It's a good serve by Jedden. His backhand by Julian. Rebote coming out. Jedden. Another fine rebote. Eggy makes the catch. Hard backhand. Caught by Unda. Unda with the cortada. Stopped by Julian. Unda calling for the rebote. Outside place for the forehand. Rebote coming in hard and fast and scoring. 3 points for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Kind of like organized chaos out there.
Yeah, it really is, Stu. That's well said. I mean, Unda's going to start getting out there, maybe even the 2 line if he needs to save some rebotes. And
And you see Jed just kind of like sauntering out there, not okay, yeah. I've thrown every rebote that's come to me, but you could have this one. And then kaboom. And to just look back here, he was singing. I guess he knows the song. A beautiful serve by Jedden, caught and returned by Julian. Robote to the inside, Jedden's on it, sends it back, wall to wall. Eggy looks to the Robote, left side to the feet of Unda, scooped by Unda. Outside placement thrown so hard, it's stuck in the pad. That's a point for Eggy and Julian. Of the Chargers, Eggy serves.
I mean,
well, hopefully they'll be able to dislodge the ball from the pad.
I mean,
if they can't, we have other balls, but.
No, we do, but that left quite the mark in the G and league. I mean, my goodness. That definitely, you know, one thing that maybe we'd love to see is like a radar gun out there so they could see what was the pace on that throw from Unda. Threw it very hard, probably would have set some sort of record, but not going to result in a point. Look at this. I mean, oh, it just sticks right in there. And Eggy was fascinated, and as are we. I'd love to see it if we could.
New ball has been brought out.
Yeah.
Served by Eggy is good. Here's Unda on the backhand. Julian from the 9 line. Powerfully. Robote coming right up the middle. Jedden for the Robote. Julian's there. Another powerful forehand. Passing the back quarter. Robote dropping to the inside. That will score. 2 points for Eggy and Julian. Of the Chargers, Eggy serves. Nothing to do about that.
No, just kind of died off the back wall, but there's been a lot of long rebotes coming out to Jedden, so that puts a premium on positioning and also foot speed. I mean, you got to get to the right area, but if you're not there,
yeah, Jed
you can maybe make up for it.
Absolutely nothing wrong.
Just died.
Unda takes this on the right side. Powerful forehand. Goes wall to wall, back to the side wall. Eggy with control to side wall. Unda coming in. Boom, goes the dynamite.
Goodness.
4 points for Jedden and Unda. Of the Cyclones, Jedden serves.
Yeah, I mean, Unda's throwing the ball so hard, or seeing the ball do things that we never really seen. And again, you know, Julian's had to deal with the little skipper, and Unda's kind of telling him the same thing. Yeah, I don't quite know what that was. That was just a bullet.
What happens is as the ball becomes faster, there's not everybody that can do it, becomes lighter in the air. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. And that's something that you'll see from the hardest throwers. So it like takes off and up.
Yeah. It kind of rises almost as it touches. Yeah. Don't want any part of it.
Julian on the catch. Powerful forehand. Wall to wall. Jed on the rebote. Winding up. Puts it inside. Good read. Good positioning by Julian. Julian powerfully on the backhand. Rebote. Forehand by Jedden. Julian in position to make the rebote save. 2-all. Stopped by Unda. Unda powerfully. This one is tipped in the backcourt. 5 points for Jedden and Unda of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Just a miss. Julian's right side is his preferred side, catching near 94% that way. He had it lined up, just took his eye off of it.
I don't know if he took his eye off of it or he couldn't see it because it was coming to him. Once again, and Unda getting back to that, throwing like it's the last ball he's ever going to throw.
And an ace.
The ace to finish off the set for Jedden and Unda. 2 minutes go on the board, come back out, play our third and decisive final set.
Third and final set coming up here in match number 3, Stu. And look, whoever wins it will take a 2-1 lead, an important one on this game day. And, you know, we were talking earlier this week when we were with Nasty Nate on his podcast, and we were saying, well, how can the Chargers win this game day, or how could, whichever way you phrase it, right? Well, the Chargers really need to win these lower level matches. They took the first set. Eggy has been such a big piece of what they've accomplished this year. Julian has been a great pickup. They can't win this one going down 2-1. You got Hiron Bradley against Iturbide and Robin up next. And then you look, Inaki Manu against Zuleika and Megarena, a couple of tough matchups coming up. But really, I mean, these two teams, it's hard to say one way or another who is the advantage. You see Jedden there playing the front court. He's been a nice addition to this team as well. Remember, Jedden played on the Cyclones back in year 1. I mean, Jedden 19th in kills, as we talked about, but the cortada is really his go-to shot. Kill rate up there a little bit lower, near 39%, but forehand throw rate. So talk about the right side. You see a lot of rebotes from the right side from Jedden. Highest on the roster, over 70% of his throws coming from the right side. So look, they know the game plan. Just tough to stop him when he gets on. He threw that beautiful running drop shot earlier, and he's starting to get the right side warmed up as we go to set 3.
You know, he was staring at that asterisk just now.
Yeah.
He was definitely staring. What am I topping at? What am I topping? That's what I'm topping at right there. He's definitely right side dominant. It's been all over these rebotes today. It's an important set coming up.
Set number 3. Unda fired up as players make their way back out there.
There's a lot of energy on the court, Andy.
Yeah, there's
quite a bit of energy on the court.
As we set up next, it's Division 4. Hiron Bradley against Iturbide and Robin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set for this match. Eggy has the serve for the Chargers. Eggy serves. Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Eggy was going for an ace on that one. See where across the sidewall?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And look, Eggy last week, I mean, had a bunch of double faults, but didn't affect him too much. I mean, he won both of his matches, so he just gave away a bunch. A little different here with Jedden standing there instead of maybe Archer or Gallo. But just have to get it in, which he does comfortably.
Unda on the catch. Here's the backhand. Julian takes it on the right side. Powerful forehand. Taken on the bounce by Unda. Unda goes wall-to-wall from the right side. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Eggy. Caught by Unda. Unda blasts the backhand.
Oh.
Rebote left side. Eggy on the catch. Winds up. Placement. Inside. 2 going after it. Unda has it. Outside placement by Unda. Will score. Jedden Unda of the Cyclones with 1. Jedden serves.
Well, you just love when a player wants the ball. I mean, and Unda is really making his way up there. He's at the 3 line, gets up to the under serve and blasts one, and you see the reaction. Crowd on his side, a lot of Cyclones fans out here tonight, and firing them up with a beautiful outside placement. A couple nods back to us too, Jay. We're fired up enough, Unda.
Fault, under serve.
And it's so easy to cheer for a guy that just wants to win, continues to get better, puts in the work.
Goes after every ball like the last ball he's ever going to see. Throws it the same way. Here's a catch by Julian. Powerful forehand. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Jedden, forehand rebote. He passes. Rebote at the side wall. Eggy to the inside. Under backing. He spun around that. That point goes to Eggy and Julian of the Chargers. Eggy serves. I really don't have a good explanation for what he did.
Just a little too much, it seemed. A lot of movement in
look at that.
About a 3-foot
I think the music
box.
in here may be throwing him off a little because he was dancing earlier. That was a bit more of a dance move.
It also looked like he just lost his footing because he was scrambling like we've never really seen. That looked awkward.
Unda on the catch. Here's the backhand. Catch by Julian. Forehand from the 10. Unda will take that on the bounce. Big right side. Julian reaching up, makes a fantastic catch. Unda looking for the rebote. Julian from the 9 line. Jedden, left side, fine catch, good throw. Karam will score. 2 points for Eggy and Julian of the Chargers. Eggy serves.
Well, look, if Unda's going to just go out there and get the ball wherever it is on the court, the Chargers need to keep it away from him. And Akaram is a really good shot. Jedden's moving outside. That's a difficult catch. Smart throw gives him the lead back 2-1.
Unda on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote. Rotate forehand by Eggy. Caught by Unda. Julian advances to take the ball in the air at the 8 line. Jedden for the Robote. Wall to wall. Powerful Robote by Jedden. Eggy makes the save. Big bounce. Brought down by Unda. Unda. What a scoop by Julian. That's beautifully played. Low to the back wall.
Oh, my.
Hard throw by Unda. Julian makes another fine save. Unda on the catch. Powerful throw. Oh, my, what a catch by Julian down low. Unda keeps this ball in play. Julian, excellent catch again. Robote coming out. Unda's on it.
Oh.
That will land in and score. 2-2. Jedden serves. Yeah, it's one of those throw to. Yeah.
Boy, it's a splitter, but Eggy hasn't had a lot of practice with those this year. He's on the boundary line. He thinks it's going to go wide. He's just not. I think he just thought he was a little further out than he was. As you see Unda over by the cage, he's dealing with something, an arm injury. I don't know, but he's been reaching a couple of times. Manu was just out there. And look at Unda this year. We talked about his kills from the backcourt. Look, most among backcourters. They'll throw the 2-wall, 65 shot attempts. So again, he's going to kill you. He'll also throw a bunch. Fewest out of play too, keeps those numbers down. Catch rate, again, 25th, middle of the pack or so, just maybe in the second, third, and then forehand just a little bit better than the left side. Again, right side dominant team, and they've done it so far tonight. 2-2 now in set 3.
There's a powerful backhand by Julian. Jedden's on it. What a beautiful Robote by Jedden. Eggy hard to the inside. Unda looking for the Robote. Eggy on the catch, on the 2-wall. That scores. A 3rd point for Eggy and Julian of the Chargers here in the decisive 3rd set. Eggy serves.
Well, that's really been the difference between Eggy and the other 6s this year. I mean, Eggy had 68 kills, and the next most for a 6th-ranked player is down at about the 20s. So, look, I mean, more than 3 times the players competing in his division, and you got to open it up and start to make some plays and win that matchup against Jedden.
Powerful backhand by Unda. Caught by Julian. Julian powerfully from the left side. Unda coming all the way out and fires it into the pad. The pad is bad. 4 points for Eggy and Julian of the Chargers. Eggy serves. Jen's kind of like, what just happened?
Oh, and Jedden also is like, look, I'm here. I mean, I can save that Robote we talked about. That's really one of the strengths of Jedden's game. Pretty reliable right side, but giving one away there. Now a 2-point lead for the Chargers.
Good hard serve by Eggy. Here's the backhand by Unda. Julian, tough catch up high. Jedden, fine catch on the left side. Wall to wall. Eggy on the Robote. To the right side of Unda. Tough catch off the bounce by Julian. Julian back to the inside. Unda comes up with the scoop. Eggy, difficult catch. 2-all, straight to the outside where it scores. A 5th point for Eggy and Julian here in the 3rd and final set. This is possible. Match point for the Chargers.
Well, it didn't have his best stuff in the first 2 sets, but now showing you why he had those numbers throughout the season. I mean, it's all about consistency, and over the course of a 3-set match, Eggy has been just that much better than his opponents. Now a chance to close it out here, 4 if they need.
Powerful forehand by Unda. Robote saved by Eggy. It is a splitter. It is caught by Unda. Unda launches this. What a catch by Julian. That one drops down. Unda makes the save. Eggy, tough catch. Drop shot. Jedin caught it on the forehand. Hard throw with the right side. Julin's there. Julin comes hard from the right side. It is scooped by Unda. What a catch up high by Julin. Back to the inside he goes. Unda for the rebote save. Julin takes it in the air. Karam will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match for Egi and Julin. Taking it in the third set, 6-2.
What a point to close it out. The Karam from Julin in the backcourt gives the Chargers the win. Take another look, makes the catch, fires it outside, and they had Jedin under attack late in this one. Karam gets by and gives the Chargers their second win. Chargers take a 2-1 lead into match 4. Jairo and Bradley take on Iturbide and Robin up next.
Yo, check it out. Another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet party. That's so meta.
No, that's not meta. That's meta.
You think this is meta? This isn't meta. That's meta.
Hey, what's up, Meta?
Man, you're so meta.
Open the Hard Rock Bet app to see your new promos today.
Hey, another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
Now that is meta.
No, I am meta.
I don't even know which one is the real me. You're Meta.
I'm not even sure what that means anymore.
All right, Jai-Alai fans, it is championship night, and it is time for Whack the Wall. The rules are simple. You get 3 shots for a chance to win $250. You start at the 2 line. If you whack the wall from there, the front wall, you get $50, and you move to the underserve line. If you whack the wall from there, you get $100, and you get to move to the overserve line. And if you whack the wall from there, the front wall, you get $250. We have Sophia, our contestant. Let's cheer her on. Let's show her some love. Oh, it's okay. It has to be the front wall. She gets 2 more shots. Let's give her a round of applause. It's okay, she gets 1 more shot. Let's make some noise. Oh, so close. Ah, it hit me, it's okay. Sophia, amazing. That was great either way. And if you think you have what it takes, head back here for Jai-Alai next season, and maybe you're the lucky contestant that we choose for your chance to win $250 if you whack the wall. Woohoo! It was hard, right? Yeah, it was so hard.
Well, there was that Whack the Wall competition, Stu. We've been doing that every Friday night, and well, you got a chance to do that next season. Come on down here live to Jam Arena. Check out the action. It's a beautiful viewing arena. But also, hey, you might end up on the court and could walk away with some cash, Stu. How about that?
Absolutely, Andrew.
Well, getting back to the highlight here, it will be Division 4 doubles coming up next. We'll see the 2 teams, Jairo and Bradley, representing the Cyclones, and Iturbide and Robin for the Chargers. Now, Jairo and Bradley, a team that started off actually relatively well this season. I mean, they started 2-1, and then they lost 5 in a row. Middle part of their season. Got back on track late, finished, splitting their matches against the Renegades and Chargers, but here they are in the playoffs, and actually in pretty good form, led by Jairo up there in the front court, and you got Bradley behind him, who has actually been one of the better 5th Division players this season on that big right side. But then flipping over to this Chargers team, it is Iturbide and Robin, led by number 91, Iturbide up in the front court. I mean, you heard number 1 on the roster in terms of kills. Well, he's done a lot of that damage down here in Division 4. Robin has been a nice counterpart back behind him, one of the more consistent players in his division. And I remember in the playoffs, too, Robin's catching stood out to me. Robin seemed to be playing very well, seemed comfortable. So we'll see what happens here with a little more at stake in this championship. Now, you heard the record of the Chargers, Iturbide and Robin, but they did lose one of their last 3 in the regular season, and they lost to Goanaga and Ben in the playoffs. So this is a team that, again, not coming in the best form we've seen this year, but can certainly get it done. ready to begin match number 4 here on this championship game day.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Jairo and Bragley for the Cyclones going up against Iturbide and Robin. Jairo serves. There's the serve. We begin. Robin on the catch. Here's the backhand. Little clip. Jairo, what a catch on the tip of the cesta. Rebote by Iturbide. It's a 2-all. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo's cortada will score. First point of this match goes to Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
Well, I feel like it's important for the Chargers to get off to a good start. You know, Iturbide didn't have any successful kills in match number 1. Would love to see one go in early. But how about the defense from Jairo? He's done that all year long, and then the second time around, keeps it low. This is the cortada. That has been probably his most successful shot this year. I think he ranks 2nd on the roster. Keeps it low, puts it on the wall, gets the Cyclones on the board early.
It's a powerful serve by Jairo. Robin, great catch, backhand to the inside. Rebote saved by Jairo. He just keeps that ball in play. Iturbide has it. Costado powerfully to the inside where it will score. We're tied up at 1-1. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
Now, when Iturbide gets it on the Costado, well, Jairo's going out to the net, so that's not open. Bragley on an island there in the backcourt. That's the matchup they're going to want to target. And first drop early for Bragley.
Excellent catch by Robin. Robin from deep in the backcourt. Bragley's there. Robin at the back wall. Clutch catch. That is in and out of Jairo cesta. 2 points for Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves. Uncharacteristic miss. Have to guess that, have to believe that Jairo was thinking about something.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, reaching a little bit lower, we see the catching rates drop down when you do that, but for Jairo, not used to seeing it.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Iturbide on the rebote. Straight to the forehand of Bragley. Bragley comes over the top. Iturbide's there. Bragley will keep that on the forehand. Great catch. Iturbide to the outside. Cortada crossing. And a beautiful catch by Bragley. On the wall the whole way. That will score. We're tied up 2-2. Jairo serves for the Cyclones.
You know, Bradley
impressed with that. Really.
Great catch. More of a boomer bust player, right? Bragley streaky in the backcourt, ranked in Division 5. But when he is on, boy, he plays well above his rank. He's got tremendous power. Again, maybe not the most consistent catcher, but he does a lot of damage.
But what a thoughtful throw that was.
Yeah, I mean, for his rank, he kills more throws. I mean, maybe not true winners, but he'll put points on the board just with his power and making the catches difficult.
Bragley from the forehand. Ball tipped in the backcourt, a 3rd point for the Cyclones. Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
Kind of like that. Good example. Crosses the sidewall on the way down. Robin has to reach over his head and back behind him. And that's not easy to line it up.
Iturbide may have wanted to call Robin off of that one. I would have hit high enough on the back wall to give Iturbide a play on the rebote. That ball kicks up. There's the backhand by Robin. Caught high by Bragley. Beautiful catch. Iturbide reaches in. Backhand from the 7. Bragley's there. Rebote. Jairo calls the rebote. That hits too high. We're tied up at 3-3. Iturbide has the serve. Well, if anyone questioned that Jairo at 43 years old is in good shape, he just flashed his abs. He keeps telling me he's like too old. I don't know if I can play next year.
No,
like, man,
never. And that big right side, too. I mean,
You're
again,
fine.
Robote just escaping, but no, never a concern with Jairo. I mean, he's had to fill in a couple times throughout his career and wouldn't even know he's played 2 or 3 matches on a day.
Robin has a tip ball back at the 10 line. 4th point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
And not the best stretch here for Robin. Now a couple misses in a row. He was very consistent in the playoff, but if Robin starts, the misses pile up even more. Well, Iturbide is going to have to compensate, come a little deeper into the backcourt, and that's going to limit his opportunities. And we'll say it even on the championship day, the 1-on-2 formula has not been very successful out here at Jam Arena.
Robin, fine catch on the left side, passes Jairo. Bragley's there, right side to the 7, and that's a great snag by Iturbide. Robote, forehand by Jairo. Robin, with the catch, there's the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand by Jairo. Caught by Robin. Bragley keeps this on the right side. Powerful throw, crossing the side wall. Robote, left side by Iturbide. Jairo's there. Robin with a great catch. Hard throw to the inside. Bragley on the backhand. Here's Iturbide. Robote for the forehand of Jairo, dropping and caught by Robin. This ball skipping along the wall the entire way. Robote left side by Jairo. Robin takes that on the bounce. Powerful throw. Caught by Bragley. Beautiful catch at the back wall. This took a wonky bounce off the side wall. Robin holds on. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Fire to the back court, and Bragley comes up with a clutch catch off the bounce. Iturbide, Robote. Bragley on the right side. Robote left side by Bragley. Big bounce on the inside. Bragley's there. Iturbide, forehand Robote, low and hard. Bragley reads it, catches it, returns it hard. Robin advances to catch that in the air. Robote to the forehand of Iturbide. Catch by Bragley again. Over the top he goes and throws it wall to wall. Robote coming out. Iturbide for the 2-wall. That lands out. That is a 5th point for Jairo and Bragley in the first set. Possible set point.
Yeah, again, maybe fed the Robote on that one, but you see Iturbide is still off of his footing as he's getting to that ball, so he's not planted, he's not in rhythm throwing that 2-ball, he's just kind of flicking his wrist, and look, when you do that, you're sacrificing a lot of control. He was close, but just a bit wide. Bradley stepping up here. Remember, first ball came to him, was a miss, but he's starting to heat up in the back.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Jairo coming back, and the ritual begins again.
And always going to see it.
Double fault. Loss of point. 4 points for Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves. Kind of an awkward time. I mean, no time is a good time to double fault, but this is not a safe lead.
No, it's in the second time this year that's bitten Jairo. Bradley telling him it's okay. They got a couple to work with. They need this one right here.
Excellent catch by Bragley. There's the backhand. Iturbide comes to the 9 line to make the play. Beautiful throw. Great catch by Bragley. Hard on the return.
That's right on the wall. Oh.
Iturbide makes a save. Jairo's there. Jairo hard to the inside. What a scoop by Robin.
I'll tell you what, that's a clutch catch by Robin.
Absolutely, Andrew. Robin again on the left side. Backhand to the inside. And a bounce in front of Bragley. Robote forehand by Jairo. He makes the save. Ichibide. Backhand. Caught by Jairo. Jairo, low, hard backhand caught by Ichibide. Ichibide from the 7 line. Bragley again. Robote by Ichibide coming in hard. Bragley makes the catch. Robote saved by Ichibide. Ichibide on the forehand. Hard to the inside. That ball will score. We are at 5-5 in the first set. Set point.
And if the Chargers can get this done, boy, this would be just a huge momentum swinger. And still, I mean, Ichibide hasn't been all too involved. Robin had a case of the drops midway through the set. And here they are, still at 5-5 with a chance to win it.
Bragley on the catch. Here's the backhand. Robin, left side. Robote. Saved by Jairo. Robin, clutch catch in the corner. Backhand. Caught by Bragley deep in the backcourt. Robote left side by Ichibide. Takes a bounce. Bragley's there. Robote left side. Catch by Jairo. Jairo powerfully from the forehand.
Yeah, got it.
Point and set for Jairo and Bragley. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Player next set.
And in the end, the Cyclones able to get it 6-5. They take the first set. Division 4, another series in the regular season that was split. Cyclones won the first one. Yeah, that was 6-1, 4-6, 6-5. So the first time they matched up, that was 5-5 in the third set. Second time around, pretty decisive win by the Chargers, 6-2, 6-3. And this was the only match in the regular season in which the Chargers won the rematch. And you see Bradley up there. Again, even from the backcourt, he can kill you with that right side. Maybe see it a little more in Division 6 than you will up here. But another guy, all about the right side, nearly 70% forehand rate, or just below Jedden. And then also does a nice job of keeping it out of play. I mean, look at the numbers. The overhead screen for Bradley way down. Doesn't flirt with the pad all too much. Just some out of play throws when he's trying to make it happen offensively. And then you look down at the catch rate, a little bit lower than you like to see, but then up on that right side, we see up near 90%, which is a little bit higher than an average for a Division 5 player. This is the first of 2 matches for Bradley tonight. Also might be seeing him in Division 6. We say might because first team to win 4 matches will win the championship. Division 6 doubles is our 6th scheduled match of the day. Up next, Division 1 doubles. Well, look, if the Chargers can come back, might be done in 5. However, still plenty of opportunities for the Cyclones. They can win this match tied at 2-2. Well, that would almost guarantee that we'll see Bradley again in that Division 6 matchup.
See Bradley tying into the center there, back in the player's cage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Ichibide will have the serve for the Chargers. Bradley on the court. Jairo making his way through the cage onto the court.
And look, the one thing for Ichibide, I mean, obviously looking to get some offense going, get a 2-all to land in. But it's tough in these matchups. There are not a lot of opportunities. We'll see how aggressive he is trying to get that ball. And we'll see if the Cyclones can attack him.
Ichibide serves. Our second set has begun. Good catch by Bragley. Ichibide backhand from the 7 line. Bragley's there. Robote left side by Ichibide. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Forehand straight to the back, out to the rebote. Iturbide's there, up the middle. Bradley comes flying in, makes the catch, rifles this ball. Iturbide calls for it, 2-all, stopped by Jairo. Jairo powerfully, and what a catch by Robin. Robin will pass the front quarter straight to the back quarter, and a tremendous catch is made by Bradley. Jairo calls for the rebote. Iturbide at the side wall, backhand from the 7. Bradley up high. Rebote saved by Jairo. Big bounce. Bradley going after it with the right side. Flips it back. Iturbide snags it. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes to the forehand of Jairo. Excellent placement. Good effort by Bradley. That will score for the Chargers. Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves.
Well, found that no man's land there by the service area. A little high clip here, 2-wall, gets it over Jairo's head, so the only hope is Bradley. Once that ball touches the floor, it complicates it. Much easier to take it in the air, but it's hard for the backcourt to get there in time. Well thought out. It doesn't have to be a typical winning shot. It doesn't need to be a Costado 2-all to the net. Just got to find the space where the defense is not.
Big backhand by Bradley. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. To the right side of Bradley. Robin, deep in the backcourt. Jairo midcourt from the right side. He passes. Rebote left side to the inside for the big bounce. Stopped by Bradley overhead. Difficult catch by Iturbide. Bradley's there. Bradley again, this time from the 8 line. We're tied up, 1-1. Jairo serves for the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Miscommunication, total miscommunication.
Right, I mean, Robin's moving to that ball. It's coming to his right side. Iturbide thinks he's going to make the play. He just backs out at the last second. I mean, that's what happens when a couple of misses start to pile up, and now Robin's thinking, should I go for it? I don't want to miss another one. Iturbide's there for the rebote, and that's the indecision that we didn't really see a whole lot in the regular season, or even in the playoffs.
Powerful serve by Jairo, comes in low. Robin makes the play. Jairo again. Low. What a catch by Iturbide off the side wall. Bradley again. Over the top. Rebote left side. Played to the inside. Up the wall. Bradley is there. Iturbide back to the 8 line. Backhand. To the inside. Bradley high on the left side, backhand. Lifted into the backcourt. Robin's on it. Low runner to the inside. Bradley leans down, makes quite the catch in the corner. Iturbide, forehand rebote, passes. Rebote to the inside. Jairo, forehand rebote. Caught by Robin. Bradley now from the 9 line. Jairo's there. Backhand from the 7. Robin, let's go with a big backhand. Wall-to-wall from the left side. Jairo blasts it. Wall-to-wall from the forehand. Iturbide makes the save. Big bounce. Brought down by Bradley. Iturbide. Forehand rebote. Wall-to-wall out to the rebote. Jairo's got eyes on it. Beautiful throw by Jairo. Ball tipped in the backcourt. A second point for Iturbide and Robin of the Chargers. Iturbide serves.
Well, that felt like an important point because it just proves to the Chargers that they can win in these longer rallies. I mean, Bradley's been almost unstoppable, hasn't missed many, but again, you look at the numbers on the year, get to his left side, he's catching just 8 out of 10. I mean, you got to start to play the numbers and attack, and now keeping it close to the side wall. Bradley, a little more pressure on Bradley. You see a 2-1 lead.
Iturbide takes that midcourt. Costello right up the wall. Bradley, clutch catch at the 8-line, and a powerful backhand follows. Rebote forehand, passing, and stopped by Bradley. Rebote left side, little clip. Jairo has it on the forehand. Robin now keeps it on the inside wall. Rebote forehand saved by Jairo. Bradley from the 9-line. Jairo will take this on the bounce. Mid-wall placement. Coming to the backcourt, and Robin's there. Robin now from the 9-line. Jairo reaches out on the left side. Rotate forehand by Iturbide. Bradley from the 9 on the right side. Passes the front quarter. Robin makes the catch. A fine catch on the forehand. Little play with the side wall. Sends it to the back. Iturbide reaching up has a tip ball. We're tied up at 2-2. Jairo serves. Yeah, that's an uncharacteristic play by Iturbide.
No, I think early in the season, you can see players going for that. A little later in the season, as the rebote's been coming out more, there's just no need. That's an extremely aggressive, low percentage catch when, again, I know the rebote may be able to do a whole lot with it, but he would have been able to continue the rally at a minimum.
He's been catching solidly on the left side, but in that case, just kind of threw the cesta out there, and not a lot happened.
No.
It's a powerful, powerful serve by Jairo. Great stop by Robin. Jairo back to the 8-line. Big right side. Rebote. Rotate the side wall. Jairo's on it. Karam. Stopped by Iturbide. Cortada by Iturbide will score. A third point for Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves.
Now, Jairo been more aggressive with the Karam late in the season and the playoffs. Just not enough. Terrific defense by Iturbide. Picks it off the net. Then the carambola, sharper angle off the side wall. Comes up and in on Jairo. A little harder to adjust and control that catch.
There's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Robin makes the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9-line. Little clip. Bradley, excellent catch on the right side. Powerful throw. Iturbide on the rebote. Bradley steps up, makes the catch at the 7-line. Low and hard to the outside, scooped up by Iturbide. Iturbide crosses and scores. Well done. 4 points for Iturbide and Robin.
Look at this again. Great defense again, and then the Cortada. I mean, he cut that one up perfectly, about an inch above the pad, and then just crossing the side wall as Bradley was making his way up to it.
Very well thought out.
Perfectly done.
Yeah, really well done.
Again, that Cortada too, it's a riskless throw, and if Bradley gets up to it, more than likely it's going to be his left side where he can't do as much damage.
Bradley from the forehand. At ball coming off the side wall and eating Iturbide up. It's a third point for Jairo and Bradley. Jairo serves.
That's all it is, too. I mean, coming up and in on him more than Iturbide expecting, and he's just frustrated. You know, one thing we really take for granted with a lot of these front quarters is their catching ability. And Iturbide throughout the season, I mean, he finished 11th, 96.3%. That's
another powerful serve by Jairo, stopped by Robin. This one going into the corner. Jairo makes the save. Robin reaching behind him to make the catch. A beautiful play by Robin. Here's Bradley. Rebote. Saved by Iturbide. Jairo from the left side. Robin again. Rabote left side by Iturbide. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. Robin, great catch on the right side. Powerful forehand. Rabote left side fired by Jairo. And it scores. 4-4 is the score. Jairo has the serve.
Again, left side Rabote. Again, not his preferred side, but controls it very well. Keeps it along the side wall and just coming up on Robin very quickly. And he's reaching high, sacrificing a bit of control when you do that. You just can line it up.
It's a powerful serve by Jairo. Beautiful catch and return by Robin. Bragley keeps it alive. Robin now from the 10 line. Jairo playing deep, has it on the forehand. Right side to go back. Rabote saved by Iturbide. Taken by Jairo. Jairo with a powerful throw. Dropping, saved by Iturbide. Here's Bragley at the 8 line. Iturbide advances, makes the catch, throws the 2-all. That scores. A 5th point for the Chargers. Iturbide and Robin, possible set point.
And that's really the type of shot we haven't seen a whole lot today. Just make the catch, no hesitation, throw your shot. I mean, here he's inside. Jairo's moving out there a little bit, but when he throws a good 2-wall, it's very hard to defend. Can't outrun the ball, and you can see right there, just gets it into the net. Give them a 5-4 advantage, hoping, playing on to a 3rd set.
Powerful serve, but fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Double fault. They're at 5-5 in the second set. It is possible match point for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. A set point possible for Iturbide and Robin.
A chance to tie this game day at 2-2 if the Cyclones can win it. But the Chargers hope to extend and maybe push it to a 3-1 lead. Point of the night so far.
Robin, difficult catch and a hard backhand follows. Caught by Bragley. Bragley high and inside. Rabote coming out on a big bounce. Played by Iturbide to the inside, dropping. Beautiful save by Jairo. Iturbide is on it. 2-all. Read by Jairo. Stopped by Jairo. The return coming in hard and scoring for the win. Point, set, and a hard-fought match in straight sets for Jairo and Bragley, winning at 6-5, 6-5.
Great performance there by Jairo and Bragley, fired up as they leave the court. And going over to the Cyclones crowd there. Game day tied 2-2 through the first 4, Stu. It means we're going 6 at a minimum, and all doubles teams will play. It's Division I doubles up next. Inaki and Manu against Zuleika and Amigarena. Let's check out that game day score, all tied up 2-2 through our first 4 matches. And Jairo and Bragley, what a performance right there. And looks like we got some replays to go along with it. Take another look here. Tremendous action in Division 4. That got started early, beautiful by Jairo. Big right side coming back in. Here's another catch. Keeps this one a little bit lower. Tip ball there by Iturbide. Cortada. Beautifully picked up inside there by Bradley. And then he scores on the return. Bradley did a lot of damage in this one, and just great teamwork along with Jairo. I mean, Jairo was letting him play back there, and rightfully so. That Rebote got up, and well, that was pretty close, almost an expensive unforced error. Powerful forehand to the inside there, and Robin just trying to duck out of the way. I just did it again. There's Robin inside with a tip ball. 2-wall, that's a long one. And here was the last throw. It doesn't open up. I mean, Iturbide went for it, beats him to the inside, comes up and in on Robin, and fortunate that he got up. Cyclones tie the game day 2-2. The 6-5, 6-5 win courtesy of Jairo and Bradley. There's the score, all even, and we've got Division I doubles coming up next. A couple seconds away from the interview with our winners, Jairo and Bradley. They are over in the cage. Let's send it over to the Cyclones Division IV team. Jairo and Bradley, congratulations, guys.
Thank
and
you.
Bradley, boy, what a performance back there. I mean, how much confidence did you have in that right side tonight?
Hey, I mean, it's I got it on the right side, I got it on the left side. It was just a matter of, you know, just focusing. CTFB, baby.
Yeah, and Jairo, I mean, for you too, already your second win of the night. What is it about these playoff environments that's brought out the best in you tonight?
Well, amazing. We did our job in the playoffs. Bradley played the best game in the season, so super happy.
Awesome, guys. Congratulations. Good luck in your next match, Bradley.
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right, it's Division I doubles coming up next, and look, whoever wins this one will have a chance in match 6 to win the championship. Top 2 teams in this division, Inaki and Manu for the Cyclones, and Zulaika and Amigarena for the Chargers. Inaki and Manu 9-2 in the regular season. Zulaika and Amigarena 8-3 in the regular season. 2 of the top teams in Division I. However, in the regular season, the Cyclones did win both of the matchups. The first one in 3 sets, and the second one just a few weeks ago in straight sets. Now this is also the tiebreaker match that was selected by the Chargers. So if we are tied 3-3 after match 6, we will see these teams again for a 1-set tiebreaker to decide the championship. Inaki's got the serve. We're ready to begin.
There's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote left side, played high and inside. Big bounce by Manu is stopped by Amigarena. Rebote forehand fired by Zulaika. Rebote coming mid-court. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand. Amigarena to the inside. Manu's there. He pulls it off the wall. Manu backhand to the inside. Amigarena. Manu now from the 9 line, keeping it inside. Amigarena's there. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Iñaki. Zulaika winds up, puts it inside. Rebote left side by Manu. Amigarena from the 9 line. Manu, powerful backhand. Comes mid-court. Amigarena's there. Keeps it on the left side. Scoop by Manu. Into the corner the ball goes. Out to the rebote. Fired from the forehand of Zulaika. He gets the first point. First point, Chargers. Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika serves.
Another one with just high-level players out here. I mean, the top teams for both the Cyclones and Chargers expect a lot of long rallies in this one. And Inaki proven he can throw the costado, not as aggressive here in Division I. Zulaika's going to be the key. I mean, sometimes he's extremely aggressive, other times a little more passive. That could flip the momentum and could kickstart something here in this one.
Tell you, Manu put that one right over Inaki's head on the reverse. Backhand, rather, which is, don't see that often. Manu with a fine catch at the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Migarena at the 10. Migarena back to the inside. Manu off the wall at the 10 line. Rebote saved by Manu. Migarena advances to take it in the air. Low hard backhand stopped by Iñaki in the front court. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Rebote forehand again by Iñaki. Stopped by Migarena. Backhand from the 9 line. Wall to wall, the ball goes. Zulaika, low, hard Rebote. Manu makes the save. Migarena positioning perfect. Backhand to the inside. That kicked. Migarena takes that high on the left side. Big bounce. To the corner it goes. Rebote for the forehand of Iñaki. Migarena takes it in the air. Manu, what a catch at the side wall, just in front of the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes to the forehand of Zulaika. He rips it from the right side. It's scooped by Manu. On the wall the entire way. A beautiful catch made by Migarena. Inaki on the Rebote. Big bounce. Stopped by Migarena. Rebote saved by Migarena. Splitting the players. Inaki split placement scoop by Zulaika. That is out. We're tied up at 1-1. Iñaki serves.
Well, it's just going to be one throw that kind of gets these points going. And there Inaki from the costado scoops it up, tries to go with the split placement, but Zulaika was all over it. I mean, his defense has been phenomenal. And again, just kind of a dead bounce. You can see there it hit right on the line, and there's a good call there by the official.
That was a pretty bold shot by Zulaika. I mean, he's got as good a costado as anyone, but
from the outside, it's opened up a little bit more when it hits the front wall, and another example of just a bit wide.
The turnaround on that shot was pretty quick. Turnaround time, that is. We've seen a lot of great highlight already. It's just 1-1 in the first set. Migarena on the left side. Backhand, low and hard. Scoop by Manu. Rebote forehand. Manu's there. Zulaika fires one inside. What a catch. And what a hard backhand. And what a beautiful catch by Iñaki. Migarena on the forehand. Manu's there. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Caught by Manu. Migarena now from the 10 line to the inside. Manu's there. Migarena deep in the corner. This ball's on the wall the whole way. Arimada. Low hard backhand. Caught by Inaki with a bounce off the wall. Migarena from the 10. Wall to wall from the left side. Rotate forehand. Passes by Inaki. Zulaika fires the forehand. Rebote caught in the air by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side. Rebote. The rebound off the back wall. Played by Iñaki. Zulaika in position. keeps it low and hard. Manu passes on the scoop, puts it to the sidewall. Forehand by Amigarena. There's the save by Manu. Ball kicks and is caught beautifully by Amigarena at the sidewall. Manu at the 9. Manu reaching in, backhand from the 10. Zuleika winds up. Robote for the big bounce. Manu lets it pass. Robote. That is caught by Amigarena. He fires it from the forehand and scores on the return. Zuleika and Amigarena. The Chargers get the point. Zuleika serves. Well, what seems to be an accident there. I mean, there's no way that Inaki's going to be that close if the communication was on. Zuleika with a clean miss in the front court. Looked like he was going to drop dead in front of Amigarena, but he picked it up and scored.
A little chaotic, and then got the Cyclones scrambling right at Manu's feet. 2-1. I'm curious to see how Amigarena responds. Look, didn't have his best stuff in the first match, but can more than make up for it right here. And so far, so good.
Manu with a powerful backhand from the outside. Back to the inside he goes. Robote forehand. Iñaki makes the catch. Manu powerfully from the left side. That's caught in the air by Amigarena. Inaki on the Robote. Passing. Robote forehand saved by Zuleika. That kicks. Manu scoops. Robote forehand low and hard. Manu lets it pass. Looks for the Robote. Big bounce to the inside. Amigarena makes the catch. Manu now on the forehand at the 10 line. High and hard to the front wall. Robote coming out. Zuleika eyes on the Robote, makes the save, plays it inside. He knocked it to the outside, scooped by Zuleika. He passes, he scores. A third point for Zuleika and Amigarena of the Chargers. Zuleika serves.
Well, Zuleika's just been on a different level since the playoffs have started, and we said this is not the first time we've seen it from him. What a scoop there, and then a big right side, elevates it a bit, forcing Manu to step up, and then fires it right by him. But even in the regular season, you know, Zuleika finished just below Iturbide in kills, but he's got the same skill set. Great two-wall. Throw the drop shot, can mix it up nicely, but he's got a much better Robote and even more power. He is just a devastating guy to play against.
Outside serve is stopped by Manu. There's a scoop in the backcourt by Amigarena. Powerful throw, Robote to the outside. Inaki's on it, lets it fly. Amigarena adjusts, makes a great catch, drops it in. Manu, Robote. Zuleika's there. That ball caught the top of the pad. A second point for Iñaki and Manu with the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
The game of inches, and that one just catching the top part of the pad on the way back down. Looked like a good two-wall when he shot it. It was a little bit low. And you know, I mean, we've seen a lot of shots. I mean, if that hits and lands, that's going to be in the net before Inaki can get out to it. Big break for the Cyclones. Cuts it to a 1-point deficit.
Excellent serve by Inaki, crossing the side wall. Low hard backhand, scoop by Manu. He keeps it low from the left side. Amigarena's there. Manu from deep in the backcourt. Amigarena cross court to make the catch. Robote by Iñaki. Manu on the catch, backhand to the inside. Robote forehand, straight back. Amigarena's there. Backhand from the 9. Manu sets. Low and hard. Zulaika reaches in. Low and hard. Catch by Manu on the forehand. Robote coming out. Robote left side. Amigarena takes it on the bounce. Backhand from the 7. Amigarena, what a catch in the corner. Sends it back on the wall. Manu is there. Robote. Robote by Inaki, played for bounce on the inside. Amigarena comes up with a clutch catch. Manu powerfully from the left side. Amigarena is there again. Amigarena advances to take that ball in the air. Robote forehand. Inaki cuts it off. Backhand. Straight back. Zulaika, forehand Robote, crossing the wall at the 7 line. Manu on the Robote. It's Robote 2-all. It is out. A 4th point for Zulaika and Amigarena at the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
Look, I mean, another one where, yes, there is space open to the outside, but very difficult to execute that one. I mean, the pace that it comes off the back wall sets it for the next throw, and that came up on Manu quick. He had to turn it quickly, and very hard to drop it inbounds when you have to do that.
Excellent catch by Manu off a beautiful serve by Zulaika. Here's the Robote. Robote forehand. Passing. Zulaika has it. Right side played back. Passing. And scoring. 5 points for Zulaika and Amigarena. Possible. Set point. Zulaika had, yeah, when you see what he does with the ball, Manu really doesn't have a play on it.
Right, he doesn't want to be lunging for that catch and potentially tip it, but then the Robote, you know, comes up on him and not really where he thought it was going to be.
I mean, we've seen, you know, Unda like drop on the floor and try that, but powerful, powerful serve by Zulaika. Backhand 2-all. Lands in and scores. The Diamina working for Manu. 3 points. Iñaki has the serve.
And honestly, pretty good sign still for the Chargers. Manu's gone for a 2-wall Robote and resorting to the backhand 2-wall early in these points. You know, when the Cyclones are up and leading and fully confident, you don't typically see a lot of these trick shots. He starts to break it out. You see the score. They got him on the ropes to the Chargers, but still need to focus and just get one more.
There's the backhand, low and hard. Iñaki at the 7 line. Iñaki powerfully from the backhand. Robote forehand fired low and hard. Manu makes the save. That's a beautiful throw. Amigarena going all the way up to make the catch, and Manu is there again. He rifles this backhand, and somehow Amigarena comes up with the catch. Manu again, this one with a little clip. Robote coming out to the left side of Zulaika. Manu plays this one high. Big right side, Robote, wall to wall, back to the inside. Inaki will make the save. Zulaika has it, winding up, inside. Oh, what a catch by Manu. Outside placement, will score. Tremendous play by all 4 players. That is a 4th point for Iñaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
Yeah, that was so well set up by the Chargers. You see Inaki barely got out to the Robote. Zulaika's got a great opportunity. He wanted the splitter and it stayed inside. He had the space, it was wide open, caught the front wall first, and the Cyclones made him pay. Now 5-4. Crawling back into it.
Amigarena on the catch, low and hard, off the backhand to the inside. Manu is there. A fine catch, a real hard backhand, and here's Amigarena. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Inaki makes the play. Zulaika takes it in the air. The 2-all is out. We're at 5-5 in the first set. Set point.
Look, I mean, a backhand 2-all from Manu, then the 2-all that didn't quite work out for Zulaika, and another one here that just goes wide. Scoop there by Manu. That's an incredible catch deep in the backcourt. And Zulaika telling him right here, this is it, 5-5, opening set. Tie game day. As even as it could be up to this point, Stu.
No question about it. Naki's got the serve. Zulaika looks like he's looking for the serve.
He's hunting.
Amigarena on the catch, backhand to the inside. Manu is there. Manu, powerful, powerful backhand. Stopped by Amigarena. Another powerful backhand. Manu again. Manu on the catch. Rotate forehand, low and hard. High rebote save. Amigarena's positioning is perfect. This backhand is scooped by Manu. Zulaika, forehand rebote. What a catch by Manu. There's a catch by Amigarena. Amigarena powerfully from the right side. Passing. Iñaki for the rebote. What a catch by Amigarena. He stops that from crossing the wall. Here's Manu. Rotate forehand by Zulaika. Caught by Manu. That scores on the sidewall. Point and set for the Cyclones. Inaki and Manu. Two minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
A momentum swinging moment here in this championship game day, Stu. How about 4 in a row for the Cyclones? And the Chargers had him on the ropes, but they would not go down. 6-5. Inaki and Manu escape set number 1 with the victory. And look at Manu. I mean, team captain of the Cyclones. And you think about a backcourt, Stu. I want a guy that can make a lot of catches. He doesn't throw a lot of balls out of play, and he'll just stand back there all night long. And, I mean, you see there with Manu, second most throws, second in catch rate, top 15 in terms of fewest out of balls thrown out of play. I mean, just a complete performance. And you look at Amigarena, too. I mean, kind of the same case for him this season for the Chargers.
Exactly.
Just a couple ranks lower, but I mean,
this is a new era of highlight here in the U.S. But backquarters catch. That's what they do. Backquarters catch. Backquarters catch. Front quarters kill.
We've always said this. It's like you see Amigarena there. Again, he'll add a couple kills, but mostly the catch rate. Highest of any third-ranked player, near 97%. And then, again, he's over 97% when he gets to that left side. And what we see in the higher-level divisions, you rely a little bit more on the left side, having to scrape balls off the side wall. And Amigarena is one of the best at that.
Now, by history, there have been a couple players where you say his left side is just so dominant. What about that right? I don't care if he's got it. I don't care. I don't care if he can pick the ball up off the floor with the right side. The left side is so good.
In balance, well, Inaki, one of the first guys that comes to mind. I mean, he's got a great costado, but also, you know, right side, he'll use it to catch up. He's got a good rebote. One of the more consistent players in this league. Remember, Inaki and Manu, 9-2 record this season, and how about 27-5 over the last 3 seasons of play, including a championship last season with the Cyclones.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set of this match.
Inaki and Manu have played against Zulaika. It's been Zulaika and Amigarena or Zulaika and Ubia. Only one of the 6 matches played did Zulaika win when he was up in the front court? That was back on February 7th of 2025. So again, over a year ago now. Zulaika knows he's capable, obviously have some confidence because, you know, if we get to a 7th and final match and we need a tiebreaker, this was the team that the Chargers chose to put out there. Willing to live and die with their best team, and after the first couple points, seems to be pretty smart thinking. There's a serve, set 2 has begun.
Low hard backhand, pulled off the wall by Migarena. Migarena powerfully to the corner. Robote forehand to the outside by Iñaki. Zulaika's on it. Plays for the big bounce. Manu will let it pass. Robote by Manu. Picked up high on the left side of Migarena. Robote forehand. Straight to the inside. Migarena's there. Here's Manu at the 9 line. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Iñaki. Manu back to the inside. Migarena pulls it off the wall. Powerful backhand by Migarena. Wall to wall, forehand Robote by Inaki. Cut off by Migarena behind the 9 line. Migarena again, this time in the corner. It's a powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Inaki for the Robote. Looks to get the bounce. Migarena on the left side. Manu takes this one out of the air. Mid-court, backhand. High to the front wall, dropping it in the corner. Forehand Robote fired by Zulaika. Powerful, powerful backhand by Migarena. Robote coming out. Migarena from the left side. Little clip, sends it up the middle of the court. Migarena, tough catch. Picks it up off the bounce on the left side. Inaki for the Robote. Migarena, Robote to the inside. Big bounce, stopped by Manu. Zulaika. Costello Robote to the inside. Manu lets it pass. Robote, high to pass. Caught on the forehand of Migarena. Manu, beautiful catch against the wall behind the 10 line. Into the corner, out to the Robote. Iñaki's there. Migarena again, powerful backhand. Wall to wall, Iñaki on the Robote. It passes. Zulaika, forehand Robote, kicks up. Manu, great catch. Robote forehand by Inaki, caught by Zulaika. Zulaika's Costello to the inside, caught the pad, and the pad is bad. First point of the second set for the Cyclones, Iñaki and Manu.
And Zulaika, we talked about, you know, 2-wall in the drop shot. He ranks 3rd in 2-wall kills. He's got 34 of those. He ranks, what is it, 7th in drop shot kills. He's got 15, and that's, you know, almost 70–80% of his total kills this year on either of those 2 variations of the costado. Under so much pressure on the drop shot because Inaki read him well, tried to cut it off just above the pad and took a little too much off of it. Very common mistake, but now you wonder if that's going to affect the confidence. It's 3 or 4 in a row for Zulaika that just haven't worked out the way he would have hoped.
Migarena, backhand, low and inside. Manu powerfully from the left side. Here's the backhand by Migarena. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Iñaki Puts it midcourt. Amigarena's there. Low runner. Takes a bounce. Manu on the rebote. Manu from the 8 line. Takes a little off of that one. Dropping it at the 10. Manu at the back wall. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Outside placement of the forehand rebote. Lands out for Zulaika. A second point for Iñaki and Manu of the Cyclones.
Yeah, and look, Chargers are clearly going to go down swinging. But throughout the season, you look at the point results for Zulaika and Amigarena, the highest percentage of their points won have come off of just tip balls from their opponent, which means that they can actually hang with Iñaki and Manu if they want to employ the strategy of just catching one more ball than their opponents. Not doing that all too effectively here in Zulaika now, and under more and more pressure to land the next one.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Oh man, another
Double fault, loss of point. That's a point for Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika serves.
Yeah, it's already gotten him today, and again, with the double fault, it's more about who's standing in the service box than the missed serve. I mean, you don't want to lay one up to Zulaika. That was on the forefront of his mind when he sent that one.
Powerful serve by Zulaika. Low runner, blasted. What a scoop by Amigarena. Manu's there. Manu from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming in low. Zulaika makes the save. Back to Manu. Here's the backhand. Dropping and scoring. A third point for Iñaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
Dropping low off the back wall there, and just not much on that rebote. Zulaika having to come back for it, tries to flick it up, but not to be. You felt like that double fault could have just totally put the momentum back in the Chargers' favor. That was a really big point for the Cyclones to take it back, give Iñaki the serve, and just get one in, which he does comfortably.
Manu reaches that. What a catch by Manu. Man, did he throw that hard. I mean, he has been, that's a standard throw right there. But when you see him kind of like a swing his hips type of thing, like not there, regular throw. It's like every 4th or 5th throw, he just blasts
really gets into it a little bit.
Rebote saved by Iñaki. That cleared the pad. Zulaika stays with it, makes the catch, throws the carom. Carom is out. That's a 4th point for Iñaki and Manu. In the second set, Iñaki serves.
Well, you know, now the thinking is a little bit different. You know, obviously you have this match and it's not over, but if you're the Chargers, you got to win the next match, and if you're Zulaika and Amigarena, you got to beat these guys in one set up to 6. I mean, that's what it's going to take to now come back and win this championship if they lose this one. This becomes a critical point right here, 5-1 or 4-2. Let's see what Zulaika does. I mean, still, he's been a great player. He is the leader. If he can get assessed on it, he should go for the shot.
Backhand by Amigarena. Manu takes it in the air. Low, hard backhand. See, that was one there.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Rotate forehand by Iñaki. Here's Amigarena. Low and hard, dropping it at the feet. Scoop by Manu. Here's the backhand. Amigarena goes hard to the corner. Iñaki's there. Good positioning by Amigarena. Drops it in low. Manu blasts another one to the inside. Amigarena takes it on the left side. Rotate forehand over the top. Amigarena stops it. Rotate save. Zulaika has it. Hard throw, crossing. Manu for the rebote. Makes the save. Big bounce. Stopped by Amigarena at the 10 line. Rebote. Left side by Iñaki. Manu at the sidewall. Amigarena to the left side of Iñaki. Iñaki keeps it on the wall the whole way. Beautiful catch by Amigarena. Here's Manu. Amigarena again, hard to the backcourt. Out of the corner. Forehand rebote by Iñaki, throwing wall to wall. Zulaika, forehand rebote. What a catch by Manu. Little clip, caught by Amigarena. Coming in hot and scooped by Manu. Rebote forehand, Cortada scooped up by Iñaki. Zulaika at the sidewall will not make the save. That is a 5th point for Iñaki and Manu here in the second set. This is possible match point.
And once again, Manu gets one on the sidewall as Zulaika's trying to save the rebote. There is just, it's really no chance. I mean, it's just as defensive of a save as you're going to get if you can even continue the rally.
You're absolutely right, Andrew. And Manu just been an absolute machine. No matter where you throw the ball, he's got you dead to rights on the rebote, made every scoop, takes it Aide on the left side.
And look, the Chargers were up 5-2 in the first set. This has been, what, 9 of the last 10? This has been an even more dramatic run than it appears, and a chance to win the match and get the 3rd win of the day.
There's a backhand by Amigarena. Manu's there. Amigarena powerfully back to the corner. Rebote coming out. Inaki sends it to pass. Good catch by Amigarena. Inaki on the left side. Drops it back to the inside. Zulaika's there. Zulaika rifles it to the outside where it scores. A 2nd point for Zulaika and Amigarena of the Chargers. Zulaika will serve, as we've seen throughout all the World Jai-Alai League all season long. Semifinals and now here in Battle Court. No lead is safe.
Absolutely right, Stu. We saw 5-2 overcome in the first set. That's where the Chargers are right here, and they've got one of the most powerful serves on the roster.
Manu, powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. What a catch by Iñaki. Cortada rebote coming in hot on Manu. He stopped it. Amigarena looks for the rebote, plays it high. Manu has it on the forehand. Manu from the right side. Zulaika comes cross court, cuts it off. Backhand to pass. Drops on the back wall. Iñaki makes the save. Zulaika. Karam is out. That is point and a straight set victory for the Cyclones, Iñaki and Manu.
Cyclones within 1 win of a repeat. And we've got Division 6 doubles coming up next. It's Jedden and Bradley against their former team with a chance to give the Cyclones back-to-back championships. That's coming up next.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. So Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
So Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Game day score reflecting that win by Inaki and Manu. And look, the Cyclones have been battling their way through this game day. Zulaika and Julian got the Chargers on the board first. Jairo and Manu tied it up. But then Eggy and Julian gave the Chargers the lead right back. Jairo and Bradley with a great performance to tie it at 2-2. And then just a few moments ago, Inaki and Manu in straight sets over Zulaika and Amigarena. Inaki and Manu are over in the cage, ready to go after that impressive straight set victory. Congratulations, guys. Another win as a duo. And look, it was tight in that first set. You guys were down 1-4 straight to close it out. What was the key to that run, Manu?
I think it's the reflect of the season for the Cyclones. Never give up. 5-2, down 5-2. You can sometime you say, you know what? Yeah, forget this set, and we're going to focus on the other one. But with Inaki, I think you can see that we never forget and give up, and it was perseverance.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, you got Jedden and Bradley coming out next with a chance to win the championship. What are you looking to see with this team?
To take the win and to finish right now, so we don't have to play the tiebreaker.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, congratulations. Awesome season again, and good luck in this last match. Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, so it is all set here. 3 wins for the Cyclones, which means if Jed and Bradley can get it done right here against Eggy and Robin, the Cyclones will go back-to-back.
I have no problem saying it. Right there on the left side of your screen. Jed and Bradley, 2 guys that started in 2018 with the original Magic City crew in North Miami, never touched a cesta before. And now the game day potentially comes down to, the season rather, comes down to them.
Well, also, Stu, to that, you know, Jedden and Bradley were both on the Chargers last season. They played in Division 6 doubles, and they were actually all-stars in this division. They went 8-2, but when it came time for the draft, the Chargers were like, we like Robin a little better than Bradley, and we like Eggy a little better than Jedden. Well, now 2 teams are playing, championship on the line, and I know both of these Cyclones, and they are fired up to be in this moment. We'll see what happens here. Could be the end of the season for the Chargers, but Eggy and Robin with a chance to extend it. And if they do, it will be just a 1-set tiebreaker between Inaki and Manu, in Zuleika and Amigarena.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match. Jedden has a serve for the Cyclones. Jedden serves. We begin with a fault underserve. Second serve must be good.
By the way, I think it should be mandatory moving forward in any playoff that the 6th match is Division 6. This is great. Everything on the line, Division 6 doubles, and let that serve in.
Powerful backhand by Robin. Caught by Bradley. Here's the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote. Robote forehand, right up the middle. Bradley's there. Robin makes the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Jedden reaching out, comes up with a clutch catch. Robin on the left side. Bradley keeps it on the forehand. Eggy looks for the rebote, puts it inside. Bradley advances, makes the catch, throws it wall to wall. Eggy, forehand rebote, high, and passing. Jedden on the rebote. Robin takes it on the bounce. Bradley, excellent catch. There's the backhand.
Trouble. Yeah.
That lands in and scores. The first point of the potentially decisive match goes to Jedden and Bradley.
And you got to like this matchup in the backcourt if you're the Cyclones. I mean, Bradley and Robin already went at it in Division 4, and Bradley certainly won the matchup there. The only difference here is you got Eggy against Jedden. Eggy was starting to get hot in that Division 5 match with Julian. Jedden didn't have many answers. How many opportunities is Eggy going to get, and can he start to pull away? And miss the serve there.
That ball is tipped off the serve. It's a point for Jedden and Bradley. They lead 2-0.
Again, no fault. I mean, Robin's going to let Eggy go for that all day long. It's coming to his left side. That's a play he's proven that he can make. Just getting into the shot motion before he had the ball secured.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's an ace for Jedden. Cyclones lead 3-0. Jedden serves.
And crossing that sidewall, serve has been a nice weapon for Jedden this season. And all the way up to 13 aces, tied with Hyro. I mean, 12th most on the roster.
Robin on the catch. Here's the backhand. Stays to the inside, and Bragley with a tip ball. Eggy and Robin on the board with a point for the Chargers. Eggy has a serve.
It has to be a relief if you're a Charger seeing Bradley finally drop one. I mean, that right side has been killing him all day. Caught it a little deep and just popped out of the basket. Got to go on their run right here.
Bragley with the catch. Forehand. Caught by Robin. Robin powerfully from the left side. Jedden looking for the rebote. It's on the wall. Jedden makes a save. Inside, Eggy's there. 2-all by Eggy. Stopped by Jedden. Hard throw by Jedden. Will score on the return. Four points for Jedden and Bragley. Jedden serves.
Yeah, 2-all here, but not his best work. Doesn't open up enough. Barely outside the wood, and then Jedden gives him the carambola. I like this throw because it actually just goes right at him. I mean, Eggy wanted that on the right side and just wasn't able to run around it in time.
Tremendous play by Jedden.
Jedden stepped up. Another good serve. Yeah.
That's an ace. 5 points for Jedden and Bragley. Possible set point. Well, this happened quick.
Yeah, it has. But not unexpected. You know, Jedden has stepped it up from the first match, but Bradley's come out hot. I mean, picked up right where he left off. Now within one of taking this opening set.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. It was kind of an interesting scoop and spin by Eggy. Robin on the backhand to the inside. Bragley's there. Eggy, backhand, powerful throw. Good catch by Jedden. Eggy on the catch, forehand, over the top. Jedden's there, in and out of the cesta the ball goes. A second point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
And that's one, if you're Jedden, don't need to be a hero. I mean, he's reaching over his head, trying to make a catch on the left side. Would you rather have Jedden on the left or Bradley wind it up from the backcourt on his right side? That's one they don't need.
I'll take Bradley on the right for 5, please.
Just let that go for Jedden. Don't need it. It's a great catch inside. Good control.
Eggy on the backhand, powerfully thrown. What a catch by Bragley. Robin's there. Backhand from the 9. Stays inside. Bragley down low. Caro. Stopped by Eggy. Caro scores. A third point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy has a serve.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make it mandatory for Division 6. It's chaotic, but boy, is it fun out there still. I mean, got up to 5, now 5-3 in an instant. The Chargers gaining a little momentum.
Catch by Bragley. Powerful throw. Oh, what a catch by Eggy. Powerful backhand. They rotate to the inside. Dropping. Jedden makes the save. Eggy has it on the forehand. Powerful throw. Passes the backcourt. Rebote coming out. Jedden on the move. Makes the save. Robin. Good positioning. Strong backhand. Rebote coming back to the inside. Jedden for the rebote. Has a missed ball. 4 points for Eggy and Robin. Eggy has a serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, Division 5, and especially here in Division 6, it's a game of runs. Cyclones got theirs early. Now the Chargers fighting back late. Very quickly, 5-4. And the Chargers fans starting to hear them in the crowd.
Powerful serve by Eggy. Caught by Bragley. Bragley goes deep. Rebote coming all the way out. Eggy focused on that, shoots it back. Rebote coming out. It is missed in the front court. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 5-5 in the first set. This is set point.
And the Chargers trying to pull what the Cyclones did to them in that Division 1 match. Big comeback here in set 1. It's 5-5. All comes down to this. Boy, Eggy has turned
really
it up.
Maintained his composure.
Eggy has been the catalyst for this late run. Absolutely. Oh, it's a good serve.
Good catch by Bragley after a good serve by Eggy. Here's Robin on the catch, right side. Pass it. Stays the inside and scores. Point. And set for Eggy and Robin of the Chargers. 2 minutes. Come back out. Play our next set. Oh, my.
Oh, what a comeback by the Chargers. 5 straight points, and they take the opening set here in this Division 6 match.
I thought that well, obviously we've seen that no spread is insurmountable.
Right, of course.
We've seen that consistently. But Eggy's composure at 18, making his professional debut in this season, and just to maintain his presence of mind, get behind the balls that he got behind, get over his serving issues that he had before, keep it in. Just so well done. And this isn't just, tremendous play by Jedden and Bradley. Consistently good play by Jedden Bradley. Jedden just got eaten up on a couple of these rebotes.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that one that stuck out to me. Jedden reaching inside, tips a ball. Well, that gave the Chargers their second point. At that moment, it felt kind of innocent. Like, well, we got a couple to play with. You just don't want to start doing that all too much here in these lower divisions. And again, Bradley has been a star tonight, tying back in, and really, I mean, again, a miss late for him, but not really fault of his own that one got away. So here's the case. If the Chargers could win one of these next 2 sets, that means we will go to a 1-set tiebreaker to decide the championship between Inaki and Manu and Zulaika and Amigarena, a match the Cyclones just won. And remember, the Chargers did have the choice there, but I mean, it was pretty even. I mean, and they decided to send out their best players against the best team of the Cyclones. Respect that decision a whole lot. We'll see what happens if we get there. Cyclones can still win this match. They'll need to win the next 2 sets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set of this match. Cyclones will have the serve. Jedden serving.
Getting loud in the Charger section still.
There's the serve by Jedden. We begin. Powerful backhand by Robin. Robin reaching behind him. Great catch. Backhand. Jedden's on it. Left side to the inside. Robin's there. Robin backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Jedden. Carambola will score from the forehand of Jedden. Jedden and Bradley of the Cyclones on the board first here in our second set. Jedden serves.
And you don't mind that, a backhand 2-all from Robin. Yes, Jedden caught it in the air. Number 1, Jedden struggled at the end of that set. Number 2, this one, the Chargers can afford to be more aggressive. They can take some chances, try to end it quickly. If they don't, well, they still got a 3rd set.
Robin on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote for, that's dropping and scoring. We're tied 1-1. Eggy serves for the Chargers.
Yeah, strange Rebote, and just didn't have a lot of bounce on it. It was coming up to Jedden. And some good communication here between the Chargers.
Excellent. That's the longest conversation I've seen between Eggy and Robin.
Most important match they've played too.
Bradley advances, makes the catch, hard throw. Eggy stops it midcourt. Powerful throw. Bradley on the run, has it on the right side. He whips this one, and Eggy makes a great catch on the left side. So does Jedden. Jedden sends it to the Rebote. Rebote forehand, fire to the inside, scoop by Bradley. There's the backhand by Robin, powerfully thrown, wall to wall. Rebote coming to the inside. Jedden sends it. It hit the overhead screen. A second point for Eggy and Robin of the Chargers. Eggy serves.
Big Rebote that time by Jedden. I mean, very rare we see a Rebote that would go wall to wall that catches that overhead screen. Don't want to lay it up to Eggy. Instead, they give one away.
Signaling to Robin just to maintain, keep it cool, maintain your focus.
So we got it. We're good.
Robote, saved by Eggy. Big bounce. Bradley, up and down. The ball came out of the basket. Great effort by Bradley. Chargers get the point. Eggy serves.
Yeah, it's all about the timing here. He goes up for it. There's a tendency for Bradley. Misread it, went up, and then just catches it a little bit deeper in the basket than he would want.
Hard serve stopped by Bradley. Bradley from the forehand. Robote by Eggy to the inside. Bradley's there. Makes the catch. Ball to wall on the backhand. Eggy, eyes on the Robote, fires it straight back, and Bradley's there. Robin, what a catch at the back wall. That's a beautiful throw by Robin.
It was.
Jedden on the Robote. It's a 2-all. Eggy backs up, makes the catch. Hard throw to pass. That ball's in play. Eggy takes it on the bounce again. Hard throw to the outside of the court. Lands in. Jedden for the Robote. He made the save. Eggy made the save. Eggy with the drop shot that scores. My, oh my. 4 points for Eggy and Robin, the Chargers. Tremendous play by all 4 players.
Well, Eggy is just completely taken over now. One-handed grab here, picks it up off the ground, and then
it's
boy,
not
the
just the
stones
catch,
to
it's the
throw the
presence
drop
of mind
shot.
to throw a drop shot.
That is amazing. The space is there. The Costado's been good all year. He's got a great fake. The prerequisite is a good 2-wall, which sells the fake, and he dropped it in perfectly. Oh, and
the ace by Eggy. That's 5 points. This is possible match point.
We had that graphic with all the stats for Eggy. It was kills, it was serves, it was his catching. I mean, and you're seeing it all on display right here. A chance to go to a 1-set tiebreaker to decide the season. They got 5 chances.
Bradley on the catch. Rotate forehand by Eggy.
That's it.
Point and a straight set victory for the Chargers, coming in on the backs of Eggy and Robin, winning it 6-5, 6-1. Final match coming up.
Yo, check it out. Another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet party. That's so meta.
No, that's not meta. That's meta.
You think this is meta? This isn't meta. That's meta.
Hey, what's up, Meta?
Man, you're so meta.
Open the Hard Rock Bet app to see your new promos today.
Hey, another promo from Hard Rock Bet.
Now that is meta.
No, I am meta.
I don't even know which one is the real me. You're Meta.
I'm not even sure what that means anymore.
Joined by our winners there, Eggy and Robin.
Wow.
Robin, talk to me. I mean, you guys are down 5-1. How are you able to come back and even get it to a 1-set tiebreaker?
No, we just trust each other. Like, we can do everything.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Eggy, 42. I mean, this is your first playoffs, and you were clutch at the end of the match. How are you feeling about this experience? And you were all smiles after it. Must feel great.
Eggy, este es tu primer campeonato, tu primer playoff, y al final lo prendiste a 1000 por hora. ¿Cómo te sientes haciendo en esta final?
Pues he dicho, hay que echarle un par y coger y tirar, meter una más que el contrario. Al final, sacar un poco de magia y con 2 huevos al final.
Easy work for Eggy.
He basically wanted to catch one more ball than the opponent, just constantly grabbing one more than the opponent, and just a little bit of magic at the end.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey,
Well
you did
done.
your job. You gave your team a chance. Good luck in this tiebreaker.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will be played with 1 set only. We are all tied up for the battle court. First team to reach 6 points will win it all.
Absolutely right, Stu. Battle Court 9 coming down to this 1-set tiebreaker. First one to 6 will take it. You saw the 2 teams up there. It is a rematch of Division 1 doubles. Inaki and Manu, top team this season for the Cyclones. Zuleika and Amigarena, the top team this season for the Chargers. And first one to 6 Well, they'll win the championship, Stu. All comes down to this. Again, this is the advantage for winning the season. As the Chargers is finishing at the #1 seed, they get the choice of which match they want to play here in this tiebreaker. So, you know, if it comes up 3-3 tie, well, it's a pretty huge advantage. The Chargers did choose this matchup, which they've lost all 3 matches that they've played in this spring 26 season. The 2 in the regular season went the way of the Cyclones. The 1 match played earlier tonight went the way of the Cyclones, but it's just 1 set up to 6, and Zulaika's done this 1 time before in his career, playing a championship. I believe that was season 8 when they took down the, season 7 when they took down the Renegades in a 1-set playoff. So again, all comes down to this. Top 2 teams, first 1 to 6, will win Battle Court 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our final set to decide it all. Battle Court Spring 2026, Battle Court 9. Inaki will have the serve for the Cyclones. 1 set only.
What a story it would be, you know, with Eggy and Robin, tremendous comeback, and then giving Zulaika and Amigarena an opportunity to avenge that loss earlier in the day. Can't be too happier, guys, than Zulaika and Amigarena that they get a rematch, and there's the serve.
Inaki serves. We're underway. Bote left side. Zulaika has it. Costado thrown hard inside Manu. Perfect positioning, and the backhand to follow. Here's Amigarena. Powerfully from the left side. Manu puts it deep. Manu again from the left side at the 9 line. Amigarena's there. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Manu takes it in the air. Robote left side by Amigarena. Inaki attacks with the right side. Cortada follows. Amigarena's positioning perfect. Drops it at Manu's feet. He scoops it up.
No problem.
I don't know what the hell else you're supposed to do to try to score a point. I really don't. As far as positioning of the ball, that was just impeccable. Continues to be. Here's the catch by Manu. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote. Robote forehand. Wall to wall. Zulaika. Eyes on the Robote. Forehand Robote fired straight back. Manu is there. Robote forehand again. This one passes. Iñaki looks for the Robote, sends it back. Amigarena on the run, stops it on the left side. Off the wall, Amigarena makes the play. Manu up high, backhand from the 10. Amigarena with a little clip, puts it mid-court. Manu, low runner. Robote, up and away. That hit the overhead pad. First point of the decisive set goes to Iñaki and Manu of the Cyclones.
Robote just getting up and away from Zulaika. It's the same thing we talked about a lot today. It's a simple Robote if Zulaika's just trying to save it, but he's got Inaki looking to attack. So he gives it a little extra, trying to send it over Inaki's head. Loses a little bit of control and sails too high. And I don't know if you're going to see a ton of shots, maybe Cortadas, drop shots, but a 2-wall at this stage with everything on the line, you got to feel really confident if you're going for that one.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Manu. There's the backhand. Here's the catch by Amigarena. Amigarena behind the 10 line. Amigurena, tremendous catch down low. Powerful backhand follows. He keeps it inside. Robote at the side wall. And Amigurena completes the play. Here's Inaki in the front court. Foot off the wall. Robote forehand rifled. Caught there by Iñaki. Ball tipped in the corner. It's a second point for Iñaki and Manu of the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
And it's a very difficult matchup here for the Chargers in the sense that, there's only two guys that catch better than Amigurena, and you're playing against one of them. So, puts a little more pressure on Zulaika to make it happen. We saw a bunch of shot opportunities in the first match, but nothing that really panned out all too well. I mean, a lot of unforced errors, a lot that hit the wood in the pad. And now down 2-0, you got to start to go for it if you're the Chargers here.
In that replay, you saw how it was on. When we talk about it being on the wall, we literally mean on the wall. A fine serve by Iñaki. Backhand. Low and hard. What a catch by Manu. Manu blasts the backhand. Amigurena from the 10 line. Left side. Low and hard to the inside. Iñaki's there. Amigurena from the 9. Powerfully. Manu drops it into the corner. Forehand rotate fired by Zulaika. Manu is there again. Amigurena powerfully from the left side. Robote. Robote forehand for Zulaika. Scoop by Manu. Inaki gets in there, makes the catch at the side wall. Keeps it on the inside. Manu on the forehand. From the right side, high to the front wall. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Manu again from the 8. Manu from the 9. Hard to the inside. Amigurena is there. Iñaki for the Robote. Amigurena at the 8 line. Low and inside. Manu advances, takes it in the air. Robote. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Big bounce brought down by Manu. Robote left side by Manu. Stays on that wall. Excellent catch by Amigurena. There's the backhand by Manu. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote coming out. Zulaika. Hard throw. Manu makes the save. Points alive. Zulaika runs in. Powerful throw at the feet of Manu. This one will score. Chargers on the board with a point. Zulaika has the serve.
Well, I think there was a split-second decision. Zulaika's like, should I attack this ball? And he knows if he gets it up and makes the play, he's got it on his right side up at the 2 line. I mean, you just got to make a play when you get it up there. Shoots a cortada low and hard. And finally gets one by Manu. Unless it was the 7 p.m. hour, we haven't said much of that tonight. I mean, outside of the first 2 misses he had today, Manu has been flawless.
Powerful serve by Zulaika, stopped by Manu. The backhand by Manu comes to the Robote. Played by Zulaika, caught in the air. Amigurena now from the 9 line. Keeps it inside, Inaki. Forehand Robote, passes wall to wall. Zulaika, forehand Robote, low and hard. Manu's there, brings it over the top. Aggressive play by Zulaika, keeps it low. Here's the backhand by Amigurena. To the corner it goes, out to the Robote. Fired by Inaki. Zulaika Looks for the rebote. Powerful forehand rebote. Will score. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all tied up at 2-2. Remember, we're only playing one set to 6 to decide battle court 9. Zulaika serves.
Big rebote coming out, but Zulaika, I mean, he's got tremendous power even when it hits off the back wall. Shoots a cortata rebote, low and hard, and another one there by Manu. Ties it up, 2-2. I can't imagine the pressure for both of these teams. All their teammates watching, everything at stake.
It's a powerful serve by Zulaika. Backhand by Manu. Amigarena plays it deep. Manu at the back wall. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's Amigarena deep in the backcourt. Zulaika calls for the rebote. Rebote in the forehand of Zulaika. Iñaki makes the save. Passes Zulaika. Amigarena advances to take it in the air. Low bullet coming in, and Manu makes a great catch. Zulaika looks for the rebote. Another low one. Caught by Iñaki at the 7 line. Amigarena on the backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Rebote by Inaki. Amigarena takes that on the bounce beautifully. Low runner. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Will pass. Rebote forehand by Inaki. Stopped by Amigarena at the wall at the 9 line. Zulaika comes up, makes the catch. Low and hard. Scoop by Manu. Rebote forehand, back to Manu. What a catch at the 8 line. Amigarena's there. Scoop by Manu again.
What a point.
Rebote for Iñaki. Amigarena in position. Backhand from the 7. Low and hard to the inside. Manu is there again. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Manu catches it in the air. Low runner to the inside. Amigarena's there. Iñaki now, backhand from the 6. Catch by Amigarena. Zulaika, fine catch overhead. Low runner, scoop by Manu, backhand. Hits high on the back wall, coming out. Rebote forehand, fired low and hard, scooped by Manu beautifully.
Oh, he's had like 5 scoops on this point alone. 6.
Scoop again by Manu. Backhand played high. Rebote coming out. Forehand rebote straight back Manu for the rebote. Zulaika takes in the air, winds up the 2-all. The Costado 2-all lands in to score. A 3rd point for the Chargers, Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika serves.
And that's got to feel really good for Zulaika. Struggled in that first match, cut them with a 2-all. And look at the reaction. I mean, Zulaika is about as professional, calm. You never really see that, but it means a whole lot to him.
Went out in the last in the last match.
Huge for his confidence, but also big time in the match to give the Chargers the lead. 3 straight points.
1st to 6 will decide it. Powerful serve by Zulaika. Caught by Manu. Amigarena, fine catch off the wall, deep in the backcourt. Manu is there. Manu to the inside. Amigarena again, backhand from the 9, low and hard. Iñaki, fine catch. Manu at the 9 line. Rebote forehand. Iñaki holds on to it at the 7 line. Great catch, good throw. Rebote for Iñaki. Played for the bounce inside. Amigarena, rebote left side. Manu's there, backhand from the 9 line. Catch by Iñaki. Wall to wall, shoots this one high, rebote coming out. Hard throw, scooped, almost in the backcourt. A 4th point for Zulaika and Amigarena of the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
It's been one cortada rebote after another. Zulaika, I mean, he's got a duck. He throws it so low and hard. Inaki can't come cross court, so it's just Manu all alone having to make impossible
It's the interplay with the side wall, as if it looks like it's going across, because Manu's made every scoop that hasn't involved the side wall and several that have involved the side wall. But that one, the way that it was coming low and it looked like it was going to cross, do you pull your cesta in, go for a difficult rebote? He's done both. Zulaika's just done an excellent job of putting the ball in.
Perfect placement once again. Now up 2.
Manu on the catch. Backhand. Straight to the inside. Rebote forehand, low and hard, and caught by Iñaki. Iñaki puts one in the corner. Forehand rebote saved by Zulaika. Iñaki has it. Hard throw. Kept low. Amigarena makes the save. Iñaki has it on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. What a scoop by Amigarena. Manu on the backhand, along the wall to the left side of Amigarena. Iñaki calls for the rebote. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 8. Amigarena's there. Rebote, left side, stays on the wall. Rebote saved by Amigarena. Scoop by Iñaki. Hard throw. What a catch by Amigarena. Inaki's there. Inside placement, bounces twice and scores. A 3rd point for the Cyclones. Iñaki and Manu. Iñaki serves.
Yep, Zulaika committed to the 2-wall, tries to break and get inside, and he's just a little bit away from it as it takes that second bounce. Boy, the drop shot the last month of the season, Inaki's really gone to it. Again, especially in doubles and high-level doubles, Zulaika's always going to the net. Amigarena's always inside, but there's just a little bit of space from the front wall to about the overserve, and he found it. The 3rd match of the night for all 4 of these players.
That's a lot of points.
And look, none more important than that one for the Cyclones. I mean, could have been 5-2, instead 4-3. Very manageable now.
Fine serve by Iñaki. Catch and return by Amigarena. Here's Manu. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Zulaika makes the save. Iñaki picks up on it, fires it inside. What a catch by Amigarena. To the left side of Manu. Manu blasts this backhand to the inside, and Amigarena stops it at the 9. That ball carries along the wall. Rebote forehand by Iñaki. Zulaika winds up. The 2-all will score. 5 points for Zulaika and Amigarena. This is possible Battle Court 9 championship point.
And you just got to play the way that got you to this point. If you're Zulaika, yeah, the first match didn't go well. Maybe 0 for 4 on shots, but you just got to stay confident. He's got a great costado, one of the best 2-walls. If the shot presents itself, shoot it. And what a time there.
Ooh. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
Imagine, they've lost all 3 matches in the regular season of this team. They picked this matchup, did the Chargers. A lot of questions about it, and here they are within a point of closing it out.
There's a catch by Manu. Hard backhand follows. Amigarena at the 10 line. Clutch catch. Manu, back wall. To the inside. Amigarena's there. Backhand from the 10. Rebote. Forehand by Zulaika. Manu came in, made the save. Low and hard. Amigarena's there. Amigarena low and hard. Manu is there. Manu drops one back at the 9 line. Miguel makes the catch. This one goes to the outside. Iñaki saves the rebote. Miguel with the catch. Right side. What a catch by Manu. Amiga Reina. Clutch catch on the left side. Manu's there. Backhand from the 9. Rebote forehand sidearm. Iñaki saves it. Zulaika has it. 2-all. He's out. A 4th point for Iñaki and Manu. Still possible championship point for Zulaika and Miguel, the Chargers.
Yeah, it's always hard to land the next 2-ball. Inaki, a little better lead this time, but Zulaika pushes it closer to the boundary, and it sails past the red line. Now 5-4. Still some life for the Cyclones. Now look at the crowd, too. I mean, there's about half the crowd, maybe more, on their feet.
Oh, they're definitely a big part of it. There's no question about it. Crowd noise specifically in this building. Well, it's wonderful to hear crowd noise inside this building. It really is.
Boy, imagine we get to 5-5 here, Stu. The Chargers could end it right here.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And Inaki already with a couple double faults today. You got Zulaika there, probably the last guy you want to see in the opposing service box. I mean, this is one of those that whatever you do, you have to get the serve in. If Zulaika picks it, he picks it. Take your chances.
You're absolutely right.
Quiet in the building. Comfortably in.
Miguel on the catch. Low runner. Manu looking for the rebote. He makes a save. Zulaika aggressively from the right side. Oh, what a catch by Iñaki. Miguel is there. Backhand. Low and hard to the inside. What a catch in the corner by Manu. He keeps the point alive. Here's Miguel. Rebote for Iñaki. Iñaki plays it high. It's on the forehand of Zulaika. Zulaika powerfully from the right side. It's dropping. Manu for the rebote. Inside it goes. What a catch by Miguel. Rebote by Iñaki. Low runner to the inside. Manu, perfect positioning. Rifles the backhand. Rebote coming out. Zulaika's on it. Iñaki makes the catch. Drop shot. Caught by Zulaika. Zulaika hard to the outside. Iñaki stops it. This point is still going. There's the scoop by Manu. Backhand.
Wow. Oh my
Rebote
goodness.
forehand.
Oh my goodness. It's
Iñaki has it crossing and scoring. We are at 5-5. We are all tied up. This is Battle Court 8, championship point.
Boy, what a chaotic sequence up here in the front. Shot to win it there by Inaki, and he hit the front wall first. They get bailed out with a tough throw there. Inaki thinks it hits the pad. Manu keeps playing. Boy, what a sequence. Chargers scramble, Rebote save, and Inaki, don't give him a second chance here. Keeps it low, beats Amigarena inside. And this whole season comes down to 1 point, Stu. First year in Jam Arena, Cyclones and Chargers, top 2 teams. Division I doubles, and the Cyclones have the serve. Boy, it was very loud, and it is getting very quiet quickly. Yeah, we've had tiebreakers decide a championship, never 5-5.
Yeah, this is pretty tense and loud. Both great. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
So either the 3rd championship for the Chargers here, the most of any team, tying the most of any team in Battle Court, or back-to-back championships for the Cyclones. History one way or another. Oh my, oh my, oh
double
my
fault.
Goodness. That's it.
Zuleika and Amigarena take it 6-5 in the tie-breaking set. The Chargers have won Battle Court 9. Be safe, Andrew. Be safe.
Going to do the presentation first of the trophies, but what a win there for the Chargers. Third championship in Battle Court, tying the Renegades for the most of any franchise. And what a way to end it. A double fault. You know, they don't ask how, they ask how many. And 6-5 in the end, the Chargers get it done.
All right, guys, come around.
We're going to send it over to Scott Savin here to present
All
the
right,
championship
ladies and
trophy.
gentlemen, let me get the Chargers over here. All right.
John.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the third time in 9 seasons, they seem to win it every 3 years. Let's hear it for your champions, the Chargers. Congratulations.
All right, folks, coming into the Chargers team here. Battle Court 9 champions. Let's be flanked here. Amigarena and Zuleika. Boy, it came down to one set. A team that had beaten you 3 times this year. One set to decide it. What was the mindset stepping out there, Zuleika, with everything on the line?
The mindset was to have the mentality, that the winner mindset. As soon as we finished the game against Iñaki and Manu, I told Mikel, get ready for the tiebreaker, because Julian and Robin were playing us, and we believed in them. And I told him, get ready. He can tell you. And we were ready. We were ready mentally. We were ready, and it was great. It was great. It was great.
Oh, he gets out there. Amigarena too. We got to talk to you. We got the champagne pouring. This was your first time in the championship, first playoffs, and now you get to hang a banner as part of these Chargers. How does it feel to get the first championship?
My first final win, unfortunately 5-5 with double fault of Iñaki. It was that wasn't the way that we wanted to finish, but very happy with this team. We finished the regular season in the first place, and we have to enjoy the moment now. We deserve it. We deserve it.
Awesome. Congratulations. K-Marie as well. Timo, K-Marie, let me ask you too. Obviously means a lot to you. You see the emotion, but also the charity component, $40,000 going to the school. What does it mean to you, and what does that donation mean?
I mean, the donation's huge because this is a dance school in Miami. It represents the Cuban community that is huge here in Miami, and they make sure kids understand how to feel music and get confidence, and it just helps them in every area of their life. And I'm just so grateful that they're the charity, grateful for my team, and this is the third time I've been in the championship. Lost the first one to the Cyclones actually, and this time it feels so good to beat them, I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome. Congratulations, K-Marie. Go enjoy. Folks, it's been an incredible Season 9 here at Battle Court, and we got Season 10 coming up in the fall. Thanks for joining us all season long, and we'll be back in September for Season 10. Have a great summer, everybody.
hopefully I can get him.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really tell.
No, I know, but from what you
Yeah.
could see. Okay.
I mean, right away I was like, oh no, and then it.
Yeah.